But we are here to do a special murder mystery one-shot adventure. And we're doing a special one-shot so you guys can interrupt as much as you feel like it, because this is also a punishment stream. So punishment time has been turned on. At any point during the stream, you can donate $3 or 300 bits in order to trigger a punishment time and pick any of the players or myself to do a punishment. We will pick one of the 4 punishments listed, but me. Yeah, we are doing level 20, so why don't we introduce our level 20 characters, starting with Teddy.
Hey, I'm going to play a halfling named Karash. He's a halfling rogue. He's like 3 feet tall and about 45 pounds. He's really kind of unassuming, kind of blends into the crowd. He is a rogue. And this is going to be a very interesting game.
Heidi.
As a popping out for I'm Heidi. I'm playing Liana. I am a Furbolg cleric. Kind of shy. Just kind of like a cow person.
Okay. My name is Brian, also known as Nightfall. I am playing a variant human, quite elementary, quite rudimentary Inquisitor rogue, who is going to have fun with this.
And every bit that gets put in for punishment time today will go towards a present for Wizard Cat Dragon, aka Josh, whose birthday it is today. So we want to get him a birthday gift, and, you know, hopefully he'll return soon, and it can also be a returning gift. But, yes, excitement.
And terror.
Yes. Especially when I keep doing this.
Yes.
Not at all ominous.
It's the evil.
I believe we have a Sponge Boy, Sean. We have a Peachy. Look at those emotes, Peachy. But let's begin. You all are attending a gala from Lord and Lady Begala. Lord Nindral Begala and Lady Asere Belkela. Those in attendance include yourselves, as well as Lady Kali Zumaris, an elven druid who's been trying to convince the Begalas to stop expanding their property as it's destroying her woodland home. Fenna Pressel, a dwarven brewer who's been trying to buy the recipe and the grapes for the Begala wine. Katar Shalin, a dragonborn bard who is adamant the Begala are in danger because of what he's seen. The servants were sent away for the gala after all the food and decorations were prepared, as the discussion to be held was meant to be private. I don't know if any of y'all thought about how you know Lord and Lady Begala or what your ticket into this event may have been.
Snuck in.
I recently disproved an individual who said that they had Lord Begala's bastard child, and I recently disproved that. So.
Very nice.
I'm a noble, and so I was invited, even though I do not really consider myself much of a noble.
I just happened to be walking by. I was like, hey, this looks kind of interesting. Kind of just like blended into the crowd. I'm only 3 feet tall, so, you know, walked in with some large people, and it was weird. It was like I was going to say there was like this furball there, and it's like, no. Everybody was looking at the furball, and I just walked right in. Didn't have to.
I think I noticed you. Oh, your stealth is pretty high too. So.
Yes, it is.
Perception to stealth. Go ahead.
How do we do this? There's no PvP. It's hard.
Well, he rolls a perception. You roll a competing stealth.
So 19 plus 11, so 30?
Yes.
I have 15 plus 17. That's a 32.
Fine. Whatever.
Oh, no, you can stealth a lot better than me because my stealth is a plus 8.
So close to 20.
that was like plus 11, and level 20 is some insane stuff. We don't get to play it often, so we thought it'd be fun for this.
Or ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
You guys have had a fairly entertaining evening at the gala thus far. There is to be dinner, and then...
Holy cow! So how many does that equal?
Well, thou.
Are we all gonna be
Z-H-A-O.
like totally shit faced by like
Just-
before we even start?
Just
Shot.
completed the goal, so damn. Thank you.
I think everybody gets punishment.
Planning for that, yeah.
I say we get shots.
And I think that we should have to pick each other's.
Oh, that's
No.
that's me.
No. Because y'all can be evil, and I don't want repercussions for anybody picking anybody else.
Well, I'll be evil, but I won't be that evil. I won't pick something that it won't happen. So.
All right. So of the 4 punishments, Teddy, what would you pick yours?
I'll take a shot. Yeah.
Okay.
Of the good stuff.
I was gonna say, shot of
Yeah.
what?
Of the tasty stuff, not the no bad stuff. The tasty stuff.
Dish soap.
No.
God, no.
I'll also do a shot. I'll do it while it's early since
Right?
I want to do it.
Let's get loosen up.
Am I gonna be the? I'll do the shot too. I was gonna do squats, but I'll do the shot.
Peer pressure, peer pressure.
You know, drunk squats are better than sober squats. I'm just saying.
Well, that's true.
Will you
Except
join
for
me?
if you fall
Huh?
over.
Will you join me?
I can't, but hey,
Bartender tonight?
I'll be with you in spirit.
Schnapps, I guess.
I'll cheer you on.
I'll take your squats.
We are all 21 plus
Who
and are
donated?
responsible for ZHAF.
21 twice over.
Thou.
So awesome.
You know, I was sober for 2 years, but I guess I'm gonna.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
even joke about that.
Would you want to take it out?
The peppermint schnapps.
I meant I was sober for 8 hours.
I've been sober since.
Oh, all the way back there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
I
my
don't know
character
how the
will
hell
come
it
up to
shimmied
yours.
back there.
What?
As you're trying to sneak in, I'll just come up. It goes better if you blend in, and I hand you a glass of wine.
We should wait. I'll take a shot.
As you guys enjoy the party, we can explain those shots away as your character's having alcohol.
But very nonchalantly, like, I'm kind of stealthing up there, but I'm sure that your keen eye can tell I'm not as good at stealthing as you are. But I will pass, like, a glass behind him. It goes better if you just blend in.
I'll take it. Come on, look at the glass. And, you know.
It has
It's
arsenic
like this
in it.
big, too.
I do have alchemist supplies. It has arsenic.
Goodness
Just kidding.
gracious.
No, this is not Kelmore. I'm playing a good character.
Where did Pink go?
Yes, I'm not gonna know how to
Oh, am I
respond
supposed to pour the
this.
shots now?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it now.
Me. Oh, what cups do we use?
Shot glass.
Should we use the marble?
Unfortunately, we don't have shot glasses.
Oh,
What about the marble cups? Should I make like double
Box
shots
of
for
them.
one?
Yeah, sure. 2 ounces in a shot. That's 2 of the big parts.
2 ounces per
Yeah.
cup? Ooh, just with the
Those are big.
peppermint schnapps?
That's a double. It's fine.
That's a
Okay,
double
2
shot.
of these?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he donated
Wait.
$75. I think it's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're just doing the peppermint one.
Yep.
Yep.
We're not mixing it with anything.
Nope.
Oh.
Straight. Okay.
What do you got for a chaser?
We're all gonna have minty breath.
Do y'all have chasers? Yeah, that's good.
Had I
I
known, I would have
don't.
brought a bottle of whiskey. A good bottle of whiskey.
I mean, I have like Kahlua and stuff. I just figure it's more of a punishment with
Yeah.
peppermint schnapps.
Yeah.
Eh.
Not
You
good.
feel like 18.
That's the one thing that made me think about. Oh, if you're 18, you love peppermint schnapps. You love everything.
It's like, yeah.
Mad Dog
So
2020.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
Yes,
If you're
I.
18, you're
Are
not
we,
drinking
I was like,
alcohol.
are we 18 again?
And there's a bottle of Mad Dog up in the cupboard, and it had a pretty label on, like grapes, you know. And I'm like, oh, this looks nice. I poured myself a glass, took a big one up.
I mean,
Oh, it's
Oh,
terrible.
never had
all
Mad
kind of
Dog when you were
flashbacks.
growing up?
No.
Oh, that's
I was
like
a
what?
good kid.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Grab a cup.
Got it?
I got Thor.
I got
So
Hulk.
did I.
You got Chibi Thor.
Yeah, but I got Chris Hemsworth Thor. So.
That's all you.
Iron Man.
Anything else?
Nope. Hulk smash.
To the Lord and Lady, may their
I knew it was toasting.
may their loins never be in question again.
Oh, loins. There's a word.
God, it tastes like it's pepper
There's
tea.
like awkward,
Alright. Like mouthwash.
Oh, have you been drinking? No, officer. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Oh god, I
I'm
don't know
not
if I
gonna be
can.
able to like shot.
Oh no, it's a shot. Shot.
Brian, are you okay?
Oh,
Warm. Guys, been
the aftertaste too. Oh my god.
Don't
Squats.
It's burning up my
You
nose.
don't have to do the shots. You can do the squats instead.
Oh, well, I couldn't go against the team.
Oh, you know what? Let me
Or
get. You know what
talk
make
for
this
Yoda
worse?
like
Bush
5
water.
minutes.
Oof.
Josh
My eyes
is
are
here.
watering.
Wizard Cat Dragon is here.
Hey,
Go!
Go away.
Josh!
No.
What the
Get
heck?
out.
Get out of here!
Get.
Josh!
Bye.
and Sponge, it'll be probably like 3 hours.
Oh my lord.
No,
I get crying.
Enjoy your birthday. Get out of here.
It's like drinking toothpaste.
Yeah, it's like I just drank a ton of Listerine.
I got half of it.
God, remember when it was like good when you're like a kid? Like, this is awesome.
Right?
I mean, a 21-year-old kid.
This is high
Nobody believed
society.
that.
Hopefully you didn't actually read the thing.
Hopefully.
Oh, he did.
You think so?
Well, hey, at least we're all minty fresh now, so.
And yes, I will make that toast in character. May your loins
My eyes
never again
water.
be in question.
Come. Whew, I feel mint coming out of my nose.
I know.
That
Wait,
will
though. Oh my god.
clear and stuff the sinuses.
Exactly. Like, I can't tell what happened.
Ooh, orange raspberry propel. Wrong propel.
And you, good dwarf.
Ugh. Next shot is
Oh,
gonna
my
be orange
chest
juice.
is burning.
Brilliant.
We don't have any orange juice, but I kind of wish we did.
Just saying, that'd be brilliant. You gotta do a shot of this, and then it chases
The
with orange
chaser.
chaser.
Oh, that's terribly
Note
nasty.
that for next time.
Yep.
I think they need the hottest chocolate bar ever.
I'm just gonna.
Oh God, no.
Hi, Chris.
I would trust me. I do not want to
That
put y'all
was
through
terrible.
that.
That was terrible.
I think Crystal has to take a shot with us too.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Grab my
That was
cup.
75.
Pink, pink,
That was
pink,
worth
pink.
They
75.
blew it away before we even got.
You know
I
what?
know,
If we,
we're
if
all
we get
just, like,
another
passed
donation,
out
if
on
we
the
get
floor.
another donation, I'll do it.
Okay.
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 No, stop.
You realize we're just gonna get ourselves drunk and passed out on the floor
This
and like
is
live
on
TV.
I mean, we have the bean bag, and the couch turns into a bed.
Oh God.
And
It's
then
like,
only one of
I
you
can't
passed
sleep
out
on
the floor.
everybody.
That would be such a Lixian.
Like, see, that's all it is there. You got a character. Oh, man.
I hate hearing myself in the other room.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. How do I get?
Just every time I
Don't want
laugh,
the
I feel like I
mobile
So-
sound like a banshee.
We've been playing for 20 minutes. We're still
We
2
haven't
sentences
even
in.
got-
At 4 a.m.
And you know I'm a lightweight, right? So.
Car's
Just-
drunk.
just
All right.
warning.
It's
right
called
now.
Uber.
I don't want the mobile app because I want to be able to donate.
No, don't do it. Stop.
Well, you just said donate. It can be any amount. Hey,
No.
Sean, give $5. Sean, I know you're listening. Give $5.
Stop.
I'll pay you back.
All right. So you guys are having a nice time at the gala.
Yep.
Some awkward jokes, but some formal chatter as well. When suddenly the ground beneath you begins to shake, and it gets violent.
It's the
Things
purple.
start falling off the table.
I knew I drank too much.
twerking.
That was jelly! I mean, like, why would I not use it if I got
the
it?
rails. We haven't even gotten to the first event yet. We're already twerking, apparently.
Cow twerking.
Nights fall.
Okay. In the other room, there is a loud crash.
Stop looking at me!
It sounds
I
like
was looking at your derriere.
It sounds like it came from
Pervert.
the entrance hall. Do you go investigate? The other guests are standing up, looking concerned.
Whoa.
I'll go look.
Yeah.
All right. You two go look. Or are you going to look?
Yes, I'll go and investigate.
All right. What happened to our music?
And I'm gone. Bye!
That's what happens.
No.
Nope.
Handle swordsman.
You're welcome, Crystal. I have a halo. It's just held up by horns.
Ay, ay, ay.
Dragon's Crunch.
Well, this area is not known for its geophysical destabilization, so this is quite odd.
So
Are you
as
speaking like a normal language?
Yes, it's called common. Do they speak it in the fields?
you say as she speaks
Oh.
common to you.
I'll just chew my cud and spit it at you if you're gonna talk like that.
Hey, watch where you're spitting that.
As you get to the
I
entrance
jest.
hall, you see that. Let me. Whee!
Oh, don't knock me up.
What? in
That's a
God's
scare
name?
alert.
Forgot the scare alerts were on. Okay.
And mischievous spirit is out. It's on there, but it says it's out of stock.
Why does everything say it's out of stock right now?
Because I tried to do a mischievous spirit in the very beginning.
What does it mean?
It means something bad for us.
I'm so
It's like an
twitch.
extra enemy shows up.
Stupid, I have no idea.
No, I don't know. That's why I asked. I don't know.
Okay, cool, I'm glad.
Well, basically,
We are on the same
for
level.
any okay, so when you watch the Twitch channel, you'll get little points, and
Yeah.
it depends on what channel. Like for my Twitch channel, it's like armor pieces or something.
Okay.
For Damien's, it's dice. You
Okay.
can spend those points on different things, like highlighting your message in chat, or on mine, you can actually pay me to do squats. You can pay those points.
Hey, come do your shot.
Um,
Don't do it.
and some other people, they add other things.
That's
Like
the
I have
sticker?
squats, I have divine twitchvention, which is like divine intervention for the party,
Yeah.
which we still owe on my game. I also have the DM has advantage,
Alright, I'm bringing the
and
shot.
Damien has the same thing. I got it from Damien because they have mischievous spirit or helpful spirit. So if we need help, we can put coins, and I do have enough dice for one or the other. And I'm gonna do mischievous, just so you know.
Alright.
I smell that already.
You would.
Oh,
You
you're
said
me.
you're not
It's two of
Kilborn,
them,
but
right?
I'm not
Yep.
Kelmore,
That's what
but
you
I
said.
enjoy a challenge, and I
Alright.
enjoy.
So right here is the entrance, and you see where a beautiful ornate mahogany door once stood is now just shattered. There's just crumbled stone, wood, a complete cave-in at the entrance.
Do I just take it now?
Oh,
Come on,
absolutely.
camera!
Camera?
Come
Okay.
I have a
Yeah,
few questions when this
if
is done.
we're in pain, you
So I
gotta be in
guess I gotta
pain
be
too.
here.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Wait till your
Did
eyes
I just
water.
chug like bubblegum?
It's
Bubble
toothpaste.
gum.
now breathe through your
Like a-
nose, and you can still taste it.
You know, give them sinuses.
And it'll come from the back of your eyeball.
It's the aftertaste that
Why
gets
do we
it.
have that?
Because if you put 1 ounce of it in hot chocolate, it's delicious.
Oh.
Why can we get that punishment?
Yeah.
Because that's not a
Punishment.
punishment.
I hate
Yeah.
chocolate. Don't you?
It's
horrible.
disgusting. It is the worst
can't eat
thing
it.
You
ever.
guys ask for chocolate, I'll get you the world's hottest chocolate bar.
Do you have it on you right now?
No.
Okay.
That thing was miserable.
That was Nightfall's fault.
Oh, is it
Absolutely.
like hot
I'll take credit
pepper?
for that.
It
I'll
is
say
9 million Scoville units.
I'll say
It's-
No.
every
horrible.
I don't.
$20
No, I don't do that.
every
I don't.
$20 donation, Shadow Pink has to take a shot.
Pink has to
I'll do
agree
that.
with
I'll do
us.
that challenge.
Okay. Every $20.
I'll do that
Don't get my wife drunk.
I'll do that challenge.
That-
But I don't. I get to choose my shots.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
That's fair.
that's totally fair.
That's fair.
But
Hey,
we got cherry
alcohol
moonshine, we got
or,
Kahlua,
like,
we
water.
got vodka.
that's
we
fair.
You gotta specify.
I got $100 right here,
alcohol.
so.
No.
That's only 5.
I'd be
Please
on
don't
the
get
floor.
my wife drunk.
I would be on the floor. The most shots I've ever done in my life was 4 shots of tequila on New
That's a
Year's
lot.
Eve one time.
That's a lot.
And yeah, like I was out dancing and
I
I
can't
felt
do
every
tequila.
one of them hit me
Okay,
like
I do
so.
have one. I have one thing to say.
It was
I
bad.
have one thing to say.
Wandering disciple redeemed stretch.
Thank you
Everyone
for the
has a
stretch
tequila story, right?
Yeah.
What does that
That's what I
tell you?
remember.
What does that
What's
tell
your-
you?
Don't drink
Don't
tequila.
fucking drink it. Now, granted,
But it's fun!
No, most of the tequila, and my
Yeah.
sister will tell you, most of the tequila, like the
Tequila's
Patron,
good.
the high stuff,
Yeah.
is actually bad because it's more because tequila is actually one of the few alcohols that is an upper. And if you get some of the really nice stuff that she knows because, well, she's an alcoholic and a bartender, then it's actually really nice and a nice smooth ride. But the crappy tequila,
Oof. Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry, I just have to put Pink's thing in chat here so everybody knows.
What? Stop.
Yeah, but you get guys buy shots of tequila. I don't know why. They think there's
It's a
like
thing.
yeah, it's like
Crystal,
Yes.
a
if
chick
it
can't do
is a
shot of
$50
tequila.
donation, do they get to pick?
It's. Yeah. Why? Who's asking?
No, I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's your choice. It's completely
Yeah,
your
sure. I guess.
don't give in to peer pressure. If you don't want that, then don't.
I
then
can
say
handle
no.
it.
I think
Okay.
she.
She's
I
like,
think,
no, stop.
I think she
one
wants.
day.
I think she wants to get drunk because it's been a while, probably for her to get drunk, and I'm just being her enabler.
Thank God it's not her fasting day.
Oh yeah, that would be
no.
really bad.
I just have to make sure it's spelled out in chat.
This is the look that Chris Hemsworth is giving me right now.
Hey, you do you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, he
Happy.
can look at me any way he wants to.
How about when he was in White Hat,
And what?
the movie White Hat?
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody thinks it was that
So I
bad.
don't. I
He's
don't
in
care.
it.
All right, back to the game
All
we're
right,
supposed to
yeah.
be playing.
All right, so recap. We went to this party.
And that's
You were
supposed to be-
having dinner. There was a violent.
There was dinner?
Yes.
So we have drinks.
Where are you?
Drinks and dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was a violent earthquake. You went to the entrance hall, and the door is completely caved in.
I didn't do
Where's
it.
the Lord and the Lady at this point?
The lady is right here. The Lord is here, and your other 3 guests are around here, and you 3 are right here. As you guys are kind of assessing the situation, getting your bearings, figuring out what happened, suddenly all of the torches within the room go off.
I have blind sense within, because I can still hear.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to move closer to the Lord and Lady. I need to move my lighting now.
As soon as you go to do so, you hear a scuffle of movement, and the torches come back on.
Yeah, I only have blind sense of either 5 to 10 feet, so I could basically see everything.
So you put your like
You were further than
night vision
5 to
goggles
10
on, and now
feet.
you're blind. The light went back on.
And who is dead now?
You see the lady on the floor with a dagger sticking out of her chest as we get to the first prop of today. It is a prop. It is a prop. It is a prop.
I will, please everyone, no one move. And I will, this is,
And please do hand it around so the other
Yep.
players can see.
of course, a 16 plus 17 investigation. So that's a 40 something.
No. 30-something.
30, well, yeah, 30 something, yeah. I'm trying to beef myself up even more. It's
Been
a schnapps.
drinking, it's
That's a 17 plus 15. That's a 55.
That's
it's
104.
33.
I mean, we haven't.
That looks to be of Cotherian dynasty. a fake, though, I believe. Am I right, or is it real?
It is definitely real.
Correction, it is actually authentic.
It is an old, ornate dagger. It's meant more as a decoration than a weapon, but this specific one was sharp.
I look directly at the Lord.
He is currently, like, on his knees beside his wife's head, like, in shock.
Insight.
Go ahead.
That's a 6, which turns into a 10. That's a 27. Oh, I'm sorry. It's even more, I think, because I have things.
You have things.
I have things. I think also my passive insight is a 30-something. 30. Sorry, I have to go back to here. It's
So,
going to be
Go ahead.
27.
Okay. He genuinely seems like he is at a loss for words. Like, he does not know what to do
And
right now.
I'm going to scan the rest of the guests, including the halfling who just happened to sneak in.
What?
And
What
uses
is-
daggers. And uses daggers.
It's like a sword to me. Are you kidding me?
So, what is the halfling doing?
Oh, he was looking at the knife. So you've already done the investigation of the knife, though, right?
Of just the knife, I haven't done anything else, no.
God, I don't have night vision or anything really.
Is anyone going to check and make sure she's actually dead? Is anyone going
Fine.
to
I would assume the cleric
dead.
would
Is anyone
Yeah, I
gonna-
mean, I would actually do that.
spare the dying, and resurrection.
Well, don't take it all the way right away. What am I doing for a check?
And medicine.
17.
She is most definitely past. She is surprisingly cold for how recent it was. She's already begun to get cold.
There's blood,
Pulling out of the knife wound, yes.
blood on the ground.
The I am no expert on blood splatter, so don't quote me on how any of this would be realistically. There is some drops around where her feet currently are, as if it had ripped a couple of times before she fell over.
Did she fall forward or backward or on her side or?
Then the one's in the chest.
The wound is in the chest, and she is currently on her back.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look, see if there's any like footprints around right there in her area.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
$26.
Outside of the couple drops of blood and the blood now beginning to pool out from underneath her, this is a pretty spotless floor. There's not really any flecks of dirt or dust or anything that would leave a footprint.
I'll look up at the ceiling and what are the other guests doing, and if you'd like me to do an insight on them.
Currently, they are murmuring amongst themselves and trying to. Basically, they're studying you all since you all are the experienced killers.
What? Wait. What?
Whatever your line of business is, either at some point you either killed monsters or people to get to the level you are. That's a safe assumption.
Try to keep that on down low.
So they are currently kind of murmuring between each other and watching the three of you.
I want to listen if I can pick up anything.
You can try and stealth closer. Currently, our cleric.
I can
is at
actually
the
read
body.
lips, so
Where would you say you are at this point?
I am probably a little bit away from the body, but very close to close to it and keeping my eyes
So you can be here, you can be here.
right there.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is the Lord, this is one of the guests.
No, more by the feet, because I was looking for blood splatters down by there, so.
Okay.
Is she able to be saved? Is she able to be saved?
Oh, you're asking me?
Clear. You have lightning? Chance? No.
No.
Well then, this evening has gotten quite interesting now.
Most peculiar.
You consider this interesting, asshole?
Absolutely.
Says the Lord.
I do apologize for this inconvenience, but absolutely it's interesting.
Inconvenience, my wife just died, you insensitive prick.
And now I think I've just taken you off of the suspect list.
I think you just went right to the top of my suspect list.
I think you're at the top of mine. You are celebrating my wife's death as a cause of interest.
Well, to be fair, anyone's death would have been interesting, but I mean, I only had to go on this stowaway that was coming in
You're
earlier.
a psychopath.
Sociopath, not psychopath.
You are a terrible, terrible person.
Really?
Might I suggest
How could
that
you
we steal off
say
everything
that?
and nobody leaves until we figure out what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. We have to figure out what's going on. That's
I don't think we can leave anyways as he gestures to the caved-in door.
Well, quite
Other
obvious.
doors?
The servant's entrance has already been locked.
Hmm. Okay. Take another drink of wine.
So, now my question is, where are there are no servants in here, correct, Lord?
Correct. They were all sent away. We were supposed to have an important discussion.
Oh?
Well, obviously the discussion will not happen, so who benefits from not having this discussion?
I am uncertain. It
What was the discussion about?
Unfortunately, my wife had learned that she was critically ill. This was to be a reading of her will.
So,
Where's the wallpaper now?
She had a key on her necklace for a box that she kept it in.
had a key, so you've already checked. There is no necklace.
Or key?
And I'm looking. Is there a necklace?
You look, go ahead and roll investigation as you examine the body.
And that's going to be higher than that. I love the fact that I can ignore my rolls.
Unless it's a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 32.
Alright. You investigate, kind of make sure it's not like tucked in within the immediate like vicinity of her shirt without doing anything inappropriate,
Of course.
and discover that she is not in fact wearing a necklace.
Oh. So have you seen this will?
Seen what?
The will?
The will? No, she kept it a secret even from me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that we should go check out where the will is.
The box is within the dining room. Without the key, there's not much to be done.
And
Huh. Light bulb.
I'm sure the box is gone now, but let us check.
Alright. Do all three of you go to the dining hall with him?
I think the cleric should just stay for a moment, if for proper respects. I don't want to be uncouth or anything.
Oh, now you don't want to be uncouth.
He's been uncouth enough.
I do have a limit of uncouthness.
Is that a word?
Actually,
Very
yes, it's
high.
Semian.
Fine. I shall stay behind.
Alright, so the cleric stays behind with the body.
We just need to verify that the box is gone, because obviously it would be, or else this would be a very poor attempt.
The two of you go, and I will say one of the other people is kind of interested in going over there. The
Which
other two
one?
were staying. Let me pull it up so it make sure I give you the right name.
And I will say, don't assume it's the butler. It is never the butler.
Qatar Shalin, the Dragonborn Bard.
So
who
what
was
did?
the one saying that they were in danger.
So why were they in danger, Dragonborn?
Unfortunately, I was having visions of them and knives pointed at them.
And do you have these visions often?
No, not typically.
So how many visions per month do you say that you would have?
Per month? That's an odd request.
Well, you said not recently, so I wouldn't ask per day or per week.
I mean, specifically of them, it's
Oh no,
been...
just any visions.
Oh. Well, one of them started a few months ago and have been getting more frequent.
Insight.
Alright.
That is a 33.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay. Visions.
Who was the other one that followed us? Or just him?
Just him.
It was just him.
Alright.
Slide a hand on the other rogue with my +2. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, you will go to the dining room. He goes over to, like, a shelf beneath a very large painting. And there is indeed still a wooden box there. And he grabs it and brings it over to you. He places it down on the table.
May I attempt to open it?
Well, how about we join the rest of the party? We don't want to seem insensitive to this wondrous puzzle.
I think we should open
He
it.
picks the box back up.
I think we should open up in front of everyone.
Okay.
Alright, so you lot head back over. He's gonna hide over here. He doesn't want to see his wife's corpse right now. Where do you all stand?
Oh, right by the
Right,
corpse.
right. Well, I'm going to be by him, by the Lord.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so we'll say you're between him and the corpse, and you are just.
And I would like to try to reconstruct where the body was stabbed and about what height the killer would have to be to actually make a clean stab. And is the stab wound straight or is it angled?
Roll a medicine check for me.
I am proficient in medicine for that. I am not expertise in medicine, but I do have a +11. 17. My lowest roll so far.
Since the knife has already been pulled out, it's hard to tell exactly what angle the knife was plunged in at.
I'm not going to be Kelmore, and I will think, well, if I put the knife back in... Oh, no, let's not do that. So,
Wait,
shall we open this box?
I think I might still have the knife.
I know you do.
Are you gonna put it back in this poor
I'd like
And
to
you're-
go over to the body and cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay, you do so. What are the specifics of that spell for me?
I can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of me and identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
Hiding my
You
poison.
detect that she definitely had a very serious disease. So at least that part of what the Lord had been saying is true.
Okay.
Does detect poison specifically for, like, you're detecting it in a person or on a person, so you
Just
would find their poison?
anything
It's like detect
within
magic,
30
it's like-
feet of me.
Okay, so
I
if you
have
guys
no-
are carrying poison.
I have no poison.
I'm not.
I have no poison on me.
You go to go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Alright. 17 plus 8. What's that? 25. Thank you for mathing for me.
Is this?
You go to investigate the wound, which is where you would expect to see the poison or maybe even her mouth. There's no signs there, but you do end up finding a small vial of poison she has hidden within her dress.
Interesting.
And I just want to make sure this is the same lady.
Yes, this is still Lady Esare.
Okay, like no disguises or anything, because I know you mentioned the body was already getting cold. And that's thermodynamics. That's odd.
I mean, you can do an investigation
Oh,
or an
absolutely.
Arcana check to see if there's still, like, if there's a spell cast on it or if it's
Oh,
disguised.
absolutely.
Are you looking to see if it's disguised or a spell?
Both. I will do one investigation and one arcana.
Okay.
Investigation, 32.
Not wearing a disguise.
Arcana, 32.
No spells are currently cast on this corpse.
I'm gonna go place the sword to me, dagger to everybody else. Not everybody.
Okay.
I'm tired of carrying it. It's got my fingers.
Exactly, you touched it. And was that just to...
It was handed to me by this cow.
That's an offensive term. Don't be so insensitive.
You checked for what now?
I checked to see if this was actually the lady in question, and also to see if there was any spells affecting her.
Okay.
So, why don't we see what all this
Detect
hubbub...
magic.
Detect magic could also see if anybody else is hiding anything. Are you hiding anything?
So you...
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, not you. I'm
No.
talking about the stowaway. He snuck in here.
So you cast Detect Magic. You are able to see that you have a few enchanted items yourself. Each of them appear to have their primary weapon as an enchanted one. But we shouldn't have made it. How far is the range on your Detect Magic?
Should be like 30 feet.
Is yep, within 30 feet.
Okay.
I could see
You-
a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic and learn the school of it.
You can detect that the torches within the room are magic. Other than that, there does not appear to be anything of interest.
Do you share this information?
I think I'll keep it to myself.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm
She
gonna
doesn't know she can trust
I'm gonna
it.
ask King, do you mind if I try opening the box?
Sure.
Alright.
And he hands the box to you.
What is it? Investigation? Just try open it?
No,
Thieves'
Thieves'
Tools.
Thieves' Tools, which is your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency modifier. Plus 6. Plus dex,
Oh, there
which
it
is
is.
plus 5, so
Alright.
plus 11. Hey, $20! Crystal!
Yo, another shot, Pink. Yep.
Of your choice.
Thank
Natural
you,
20.
Sean.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
All right.
Or is
so
that a 2? No, it's a 20.
tell me exactly what you're doing for this.
So, I'm assuming it's like a typical keyhole type deal.
Yeah, the box is like this big with a keyhole in it.
So I'm just taking my thieves tool little curve thing and just like,
Have you checked if it was locked first?
I did not actually. I just assumed. I mean, I will say that I just assumed. So I'm just.
I hope you checked for traps.
Nope, didn't do that either. My name is Crash for a reason.
So you go in with the tool, and it takes almost no time at all. Basically, in the time it takes you to blink, he's already clicked this thing open.
I'm noting that. So we have an expert thief in our midst.
You open it, and this is what you find inside. I love having props.
What?
I said I love having props.
Does it say, screw you, I already took it?
I think I want to kill the Kalua. There's nothing left.
Alright.
Oh, that's only a shot.
I know a secret. Then you have to
That's
add
fine.
something to it.
No.
Add the peppermint schnapps to
Oh
Add a
no!
You think the vodka will be good?
it. Vodka, yeah, vodka.
You can do my vodka since it's already open.
The skull one?
Yeah.
I know a secret. Y'all don't know. No, I do.
Okay.
If y'all want another shot just to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to drive home.
Yeah, but 2 hours later.
We
Are
have
you
cherry moonshine and vodka.
Cherry moonshine.
Cherry moonshine sounds good.
I've never had moonshine with just cherry moonshine.
It's got maraschino cherries in it that have sucked up the alcohol. So,
So
Open this.
I'm gonna like
do you need some
gesture for you
coffee?
two to come
I
over,
got it.
Okay.
so you can see this.
As you all discover, it is not, in fact, a will.
I know your secret. If you do not confess by dinner's end, I will bury you with the truth. So, Lord, what is her secret?
Okay.
What?
So hold on, let's hand the note to Lord and be like, hey,
Would you like a shot?
what is that? No,
Vodka.
cherry stuff, not vodka stuff.
Oh, you don't want the vodka? Do you want some?
No, because I won't stop.
So for those of you in chat, it says, Lady Essere, I know your secret. If you do not confess by dinner's end, I will bury you in the truth. You can hold on to that.
Well, I'm gonna hand it to the Lord and be like, does this make sense to you? Do you recognize this handwriting?
I do not. Her will was supposed to be in there. That it was supposed to be a reading. I don't.
That was an insight on him.
Okay.
36.
2036.
17 plus 19.
15 years in the future. Alright. I don't know how I did that math that fast, yet when it's my turn in Night's Falls campaign, I'm like, 5 plus 3 is...
1
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
Did I get you that too?
That's fine.
Okay.
Huh?
The cherry?
You don't want that one.
Moonshine, I thought I got that for you too.
Possibly.
I'm
They're
only
delicious.
That works.
Because I think I got that plus a
If
cherry
you
water.
really want alcohol, you want one of the cherries.
Do y'all want one of the cherries?
Did you throw that in there?
Hey, you
Grab
got
one
it.
of the tongs out of
Look,
the bar.
it's like pure alcohol. Like whatever's on your hands gonna die by the time you take it. I ain't scared or confused.
You're not scared.
COVID vaccinations
All right,
have happened.
shot coming in. Not as bad.
I was gonna say your faces are not nearly as bad as with the schnapps.
Man, that was good.
Not
Which I
as
don't know if
bad.
that's a good
dude.
thing or a bad thing. Did you make that?
Don't forget, if you give $50, then you get to pick the shot.
We have vodka, and cherry moonshine.
And
Now
peppermint
you're-
schnapps.
Now you're viewer
Yes, and peppermint
pressuring.
schnapps.
Well,
Don't recommend it.
I only copied and pasted that message in chat 3 times.
Only 3. I mean,
You know
you're
what? I'm gonna have
slacking.
the cherries too. They look good.
They are good. They're delicious. They're magically delicious.
4 times.
Yeah, the magic of alcohol.
Always have to be Lucky Charms.
The mint-
Oh my god.
delicious.
Right?
They're strong.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you haven't learned. The cherries are more alcoholic than the alcohol.
I know, right?
So he seems like he's telling the truth, or is he?
He seems genuinely surprised that the will is not in the box.
Okay. And I'm looking over the rest of the guests to see if anybody else has any feigned surprise.
Well, I mean, no one's read it aloud for
Oh,
the rest of the
I thought I
group,
did.
so-
I
Oh,
read it.
you actually in
Yes,
character
absolutely.
read it aloud. Okay. There, you see that the dwarf and the elven woman are looking at each other and like looking at the
Oh, that's
three
the
of you,
one of us.
especially you, since you just like popped a lock like it was no problem.
Well, I had said we have a master thief in with us.
The
I'm
dragon,
just out you out.
the dragonborn bard is actually immediately like turning to you now. Who the
I'm
hell are
available
you?
for praise.
Well, I wouldn't bother with him. He's obviously not the assassin.
He is an unknown person amongst this group.
Yes, and if he was an unknown person amongst this group who already snuck into this place, he would have already been able to sneak out after the deed was done. He wouldn't hang around.
Not
Like,
if the only way out is damned.
he would have already planned for that.
How do you plan for an earthquake?
Please.
Have you seen my perception?
Listen, he would have been.
You foresaw it.
He would have been more stealthy and have snuck away and been hidden, not out in the open.
Yeah.
It doesn't take a genius to realize this. However, you being the first person to cast blame and take the spotlight off you is very interesting.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, a guilty person automatically tries to shift the blame to someone else.
There was a murderer loose amongst us.
And are you feeling
And
any
he's
guilt about that?
No!
I just want to point out she was stabbed up here and I'm down here.
Besides, I
That
see a
is the
short
first
sword.
fair points that you have. That
And
has
plus
been
he has
made.
a short sword on him. I'm sure he has a couple hidden daggers, but like there and there and there. And I point at them. Oh,
And I still have them.
I meant there and there, and I was like, oh, and there.
Where are your daggers?
Would you like to know?
So you have some too?
Of course.
Are you short one?
Absolutely not, because I don't have anyone of that dynasty.
What dynasty did you even say it was? How do
The
you
Choltian.
know?
Because I'm rather intelligent.
That doesn't. Just because you're intelligent, it doesn't mean you understand the different variations of knife.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it means. It also means that I can
There
tell
are
that you.
different things you could
I
be
can also tell that
intelligent
you are. Well, I'm intelligent in many things. I've actually spent my time wisely. So again,
You see him actually get offended by that comment.
yes, that's the point. So, and as you are needlessly taking my attention away from other things, you are still on the suspect list. Now, hush.
So I want to take the look at the really good close look at the paper and look for I don't know maybe if I can recognize it as a type of paper, type of ink.
Or any foreign objects on the paper, like dirt.
Yeah, just
Go ahead and roll a general investigation. Hold it up in front of the torch. Sets it on fire. That would be a nat one.
That'd be hilarious. That's what I got. I'm just kidding. Investigation is a 29.
Okay. You hold it up to the torch. You test a couple tricks you know about invisible ink, but nothing seems to show up. It seems to be a fairly common parchment in this area. Fairly common ink.
Boring. Yes.
It's almost surprising that you would see something this common in such an esteemed noble family's place.
What was the Lord Lady's name?
Big Ella.
Okay. What was her first? Eleanor, right?
That's alright.
Alright, so that's easier.
So, what was her secret, Lord?
As I said, I don't know what this could be referring to.
I mean, did you not share a marital bed? Did you not actually?
We did, but to my knowledge, she had no secrets.
Well, obviously she did.
Apparently.
How long ago was she diagnosed?
About 3 months ago.
And she had how long to live?
She was supposed to have 5.
So, what are your plans now that you are recently a widower?
Wow, that's kind of like.
That's very rude.
Oh, is it?
So, what are your plans?
Find my wife's killer
Well,
first and foremost.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I'm. Hopefully, with other people's help, we'll be able to do.
Then do that.
But long-term plans, like.
I don't know. My
Well, no.
world's been uprooted.
Well, to be fair, you were she was diagnosed 3 months ago, so you have already made some plans of what would happen afterwards. So, granted, this is a little shock right now. I completely understand that. But what were the plans after?
I mean, I was to take over the vineyard and.
So this was her vineyard.
Oh,
Not yours.
by the way, my charisma is
Yes.
very low. That was my
She
dumb step.
was always the one who had more business sense.
So you married into this business, so this wasn't yours.
Well,
So you had
was-
everything to lose by her giving to somebody else.
Well, no, this is my land. I own the actual land that the vineyard is on. She owns the business of selling the grapes and the wine.
So who is to take over her business?
Me.
But if you all knew that she was better at it, then did you hire a helper?
We hadn't had anyone lined up currently. I believe that was what she had planned to discuss tonight.
And you didn't have any discussions prior to tonight? You guys don't share?
I mean, of course we do, but as I said, I am no businessman. I said I would respect her decision. It is still my land, so I would still get a cut regardless of who took it over.
Unless they moved.
I mean, they need my grapes, and they're very finicky. You'd be hard-pressed to grow these elsewhere. Trust me, competitors have tried.
Oh, I see. One of your competitors here.
Hmm?
The dwarf.
Oh. No offense for him, but he is no competitor. He is...
How does he react to that?
He just kind of snorts.
Fair.
He specializes more in ale and stout.
I'll say in Elvish, it's a shame that so much woodland and natural beauty is destroyed by this commerce.
And you see the druid woman respond, or you hear the druid woman respond in Elvish. That it is, but if you're thinking that's enough motive, then no. I reside by life, not death.
That's a 27. Love that. That's all.
She seems to be straightforward, yet somehow also hiding something.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, we all have something to hide. What about you?
Do you say this in common or? Okay.
No, Elvish. I'll say this in Elvish.
It's kind of like a
What do you all have something in hiding? What do you have
What do
hidden?
they say?
Is that your way of speaking out?
I don't know. I'm doing it in a weird accent.
Will you translate for me?
Yes,
Cool.
I translate for him because he's a peon and does not understand Elvish.
Didn't pick up Elvish.
Well, he is the size of a pea, so peon works will probably well.
Go and throw something. Oh, look, I got a dagger still.
Oh wait, you can't understand me. I'm in Elvish.
She's translating.
I didn't translate that
Damn it.
because that's rude.
What'd he say?
I am singing your high
Don't want
praises.
to know he's rude.
What is that any business of yours?
Well, we have a murdered here. It is everyone's business now. $30. That is another shot for Pink.
She's
Wow.
gonna be
Oh,
last. Like, here we are. We are getting nothing, but Pink's getting plastered.
Crystal.
That's not true. I've done shots with her. You guys haven't.
I'll do this one with her.
Yay.
That's fair.
I mean, wait.
Partners
What
gotta
did the
stick
message
together.
say? What did the message say? I saw something.
You gotta do shot or something.
You get to pick though.
It was a quote of Little John about getting crunk.
Wandering disciple, thank you.
Thank you so much.
And
So what are we up to now?
Dang it. no more
Well, we got
shots.
20, 20, 30, 50, 125.
Wow.
What do you want for yours?
Give me the cherry.
That's so good. Good choice.
Everything needs to be on the table.
It is not relevant, I assure you.
Well, who's to say what is not relevant?
Are you to have everyone here reveal secrets then, or just those who speak Elvish?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody is going to reveal secrets. Most of them are uncomfortable secrets. For me, my secret is I am a complete ass and I do not understand people.
That is no secret.
Fair enough. Hey, just for chat, I did roll a character with a low charisma score, which is why I'm acting like this. I am faithful.
Charisma was the top step.
I am
And
faithful
she
to my
kind of does the
stats.
fist bump at you.
she responds.
So, yes, there were
Damien, you go first. Careful, there's 2 cherries in there.
2
Ew,
cherries.
oh god.
Dang.
You want a drunk DM, alright.
Yeah, missed all the
I go
clues.
Like, I want to taste it, but I don't
So
want to
does
do
she
a
have
whole
like
shot.
does she have like a
'cause I'm
satchel
already,
or something like a little like a
Did you have a cherry?
some?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even
You
taste
should
it.
try a cherry.
It's so good.
I don't want to be on the
Wait, did
floor.
you have one of these?
No, I just had the peppermint and that's it.
Oh, you need to taste the cherry's good.
Yeah, cherry's good. You should have a cherry.
Oh.
It's not that bad.
It's strong.
It's not that
Moonshine is a strong alcohol.
Yeah.
bad. It's regulated. It's not like it's.
Right.
No, it is. Moonshine. That
Proof
moonshine
say
is
on it.
regulated.
It's
It says FU.
350 proof. No.
It can't be.
3,044 proof.
That's 127.
I'll have a cherry. Hey,
150.
I'll have a cherry if you have a
So
cherry.
it's 150 proof.
Okay. But
Says
I'll do it
75%
early
alcohol.
enough that hopefully
Exactly,
by the time we
which is
leave,
why
Don't
I-
it'll
listen
be
to peer
good.
pressure. Don't listen to him. Do a cherry.
So how
You're
many
gonna-
cherries am I popping?
What?
What?
Okay,
How
so
many?
maybe we should make it a challenge.
What?
Like another like $20 and we do a cherry.
What?
What?
Okay, $20 and everybody does a cherry.
Oh, the next one, everyone does a cherry?
Oh gosh.
And Crystal has to do
I
a
mean,
shot.
if we're gonna do it, we might as well like,
Like how
you
they
know,
just
make an
talk.
incentive for it.
Wait,
And I might
hey,
end up
wait,
on the
wait, just
floor,
a
but you know.
50. They get to pick the
Yeah.
shot.
Wait, what?
Ethan
Who
said
did?
for me to do this because I did it earlier, so here.
What?
Bye.
Oh,
Oh,
so
so-
50?
So yes, so now we get to pick a shot for Crystal,
I thought they get to
Wait,
pick a shot.
wait, let's catch up.
and we all have to have a cherry too.
All right.
So, what
Okay.
can we have Crystal shoot?
What's going on here?
Yeah, I think it's like
Everybody gets a cherry.
Everyone gets a cherry.
You have? Did you already have your shot with
End of
Damien?
day, my
I haven't had my first shot. Let me do my
Okay, so
shot.
you have 2 shots. One you pick,
Sheepers.
one you
Oh
pick,
my
and one we
gosh.
pick.
We don't want her to end up with alcohol poisoning because I'm in no position to actually like perform the
Damien can
duties
drive.
of my
I should be
licensure
good.
at the moment.
I should.
Be careful with the cherries, oh my god.
Okay. Can they see me? Okay. There you go.
Hey Jason, let me see the bottle. I want to see what proof this is.
150.
Oh, 150
Did you say
something.
150
Yeah,
already?
that's what she said.
That's good.
That's smooth.
Okay.
100 proof.
Oh, so it's
100.
50. Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought you said 150.
Okay, so
everyone-
now
No, no,
No, it's 100, so
I
it's
saw the
50%.
750.
Oh, okay. Oh, 750 milliliters.
I know.
Yeah.
so now everybody gets cherry, and then we get to choose your shot.
Oh yeah.
What are the choices?
The donator.
Wait, no, the donator gets.
But
to
the
choose.
donator is not able to choose the shot, and I know why.
Oh.
So
okay.
we get to choose the shot.
What are the choices?
Peppermint schnapps.
So thank you again, Zal.
Thank you, Zal.
Much appreciated.
I
You're
may not thank you
extremely
tomorrow
generous.
morning when I have to get up for work.
I'll thank you.
We are going to give Wizard Cat Dragon a bomb birthday gift. And hopefully he's not still here. And off playing video games.
Did you get a cherry?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my word.
So what are,
That's
the,
pretty
what are
good.
the options for shots?
So we have peppermint schnapps, the Kahlua is gone, vodka, and
The cherry moonshine?
the cherry moonshine.
Yeah.
So I think you have to switch to vodka.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stay away from the peppermint schnapps. I don't think that's gonna settle good. So
Yeah.
Or if you're going to do,
I'm
like if you're going to do
feeling
2 ounce,
good.
do 1 ounce vodka, 1 ounce
I'm
cherry
feeling
moonshine.
really.
I'm
good.
thinking-
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking-
you might not
I'm
feel
thinking
really
that-
good tomorrow morning.
She wasn't
Crystal,
drunk.
I
I'm
don't
thinking,
think I need. I don't need to go to work tomorrow.
Crystal, I'm thinking 1 ounce vodka, 1 ounce cherry moonshine.
That's what I just said.
Okay.
Exactly, I'm agreeing.
Okay.
You get credit for that,
All right. 1 ounce vodka.
but to stay away from the peppermint schnapps because I don't think that's gonna mix very well if you add more.
No, probably not.
Thank you, Sean, for the host.
I'm
Lord.
good, thank you. I'm hosting too.
Well, thank you for the host as well.
The host
There
of the
was
most.
no
Okay, I'm
word.
afraid for
That's
when
good.
that
Well, I'm
hits
auto
me.
hosting it. I hosted as soon as you went
Auto
live.
host, okay.
So as soon as you went live,
Well,
I
I
was
don't
just to
know
show
who
the
auto
audience.
hosts.
I mean, I like have cool stuff to do, but I'm like almost too schnackered to think about it. So
I know, I'm
just-
definitely feeling that after the moonshine.
So
I can't wait
And
to
the
see
cherry
what
hasn't even hit
So,
me yet.
you
So,
still haven't
yeah.
shared what you're hiding because obviously it's plain as day.
It is plain as day to all of us except for the 3 of you. Especially you.
Okay, so
And she
Me?
begins to speak in common after she points to you. Every single person here did not like how Kawana is around.
what was your reason for not liking it? Well, besides the
She
obvious.
was taking over my home.
Okay, and that's fair. That's understandable. So what about your reason, Dwarf?
Wait a minute, why are you here then?
Probably to be
I
featured.
was invited and there was mention of some kind of celebration.
Do you still have your invite?
She hands it over.
I'm gonna take a look, see if it's actually authentic.
Yep, go ahead. That'll be.
And wouldn't that be 2 shots?
What's
for
this?
Under
How many
insider
for you now?
investigation, I'll let you choose.
Kidding.
It's actually the same thing.
This is like 4.
So it's gonna be 20.
Plus
Oh,
extra
God.
cherries.
I would be
Plus
Plus
totally
I
on
took
the
like
floor.
3 cherries, not 4
From
cherries.
Yeah,
what
you've
you've
done.
Look at the fourth
seen
cherry.
of
done.
the Lord and Lady's
After this one?
penmanship,
Yeah,
it
you've
looks
done
like
Yeah,
it was
no
written by
more.
one of them.
Does it
You'll
look
get
like?
sick.
Oh, okay.
Ugh.
Does it look
Well, sure.
like
You get it?
the writing? Do I need another roll again?
Hold on, let me see. No, it does not.
Okay.
Okay, so nobody's figured out.
Alright, let me
It
do
was
this
Lady
real
Esmeralda's handwriting
Okay.
for the invitation.
Alright, I'm gonna do this real quick. Last shot that for Zal, and then I get on.
We can't see your face.
Face.
Okay, so I can reveal the mystery donor now, I've been told.
Oh?
Yes.
Don't say it's Josh.
No, it's
Okay.
not Josh.
Like
That would
be
defeat the
sad.
whole purpose.
I know, like.
Oh gosh.
Oh
are
my
you
god,
okay?
that was. Oh my god.
Maybe we should have made vodka and moonshine. That's not a bad idea. That's all Brian's idea.
That
Hey.
vodka's strong.
Hey, it was better than the peppermint
Yeah.
schnapps.
Apparently.
I think the peppermint schnapps was better.
Okay, more peppermint schnapps for me.
All right. So who's the mystery donor?
Alright.
It was Sean all along.
Sean! Sean!
I should have figured Zhao. That sounds like something that Sean would do.
Because it's one of his characters that he plays. And they said that shows that you don't watch his stream because it's on there all the time. I'm
Well,
just saying what
now
he
the
said.
secret's out, so.
Just saying what he said.
Once again.
Right.
But you had to prep. So.
Yeah.
There you
A
go.
lot of times I am either trying to get the girls to cooperate and go to bed during the day,
But-
or dealing with.
Right. But Sean, I will say, as soon as I walked into this house, Crystal had your stream on.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is true. We had you up on the projector.
So.
But continuing on,
Oh yeah.
it was Lady Esray's handwriting on the invitation, and it does seem authentic.
It seems peculiar that she would invite you.
This
Well,
is
guilty
exactly
conscience.
what I thought.
Guilty conscious, right, when you're facing your own mortality. Does that handwriting match the handwriting on that paper?
The paper? No.
Okay. So, everyone disliked her, except for her husband. But I look at him when I say that.
Okay.
That's I'm rolling bad.
He's currently in the process of taking off his suit coat and putting it over her
27.
face. A 27
Mhm.
for insight.
Mhm.
He seems pretty focused on
Okay.
just hiding his wife from
That's fair.
trying to give her some kind of respect in the situation.
Well, we should let the Holy One take care of that for you, Lord. And that's completely understandable. And I take his, try to, grab for his cloak.
And he'll
Or is-
let you.
Do a quick check.
Yeah.
Do a quick check of everything.
I was going to do that while I was on her, but just that seems better.
Go ahead and.
Oh,
So you can do a sleight of hand
Oh, no.
if you're trying to be subtle.
Nope, I'm not trying to be subtle.
Investigation.
so that is a 32.
You find one thing in his coat pocket. The pocket watch he's been fiddling with all night. And it is broken.
Oh. Interesting.
Huh.
When did this break? As I hand the coat over to you to...
Earlier today, I've been wanting to get it fixed. It's from my father. I keep looking at it because I'm trying to figure out who I know that might be able to fix it.
Your father's
Does it?
still-
Does it look like it's...
No, it was an inheritance
Oh.
thing.
Does it look like it's been broken for a while, or...
I have it in my hand. I'll take a look at that.
No, free. Beat a 32.
Natural 20.
Beat a 32.
Well, none of you are proficient in watchmaking and would normally have no context for how old a watch.
Artificer. I have a feat for Artificer.
Well, you didn't roll.
That's true.
With a natural 20, it, You can see that there is a small piece of the glass that should have fallen out by now if it was more than a couple days old just from handling.
This is kind of weird. Seems pretty recent.
Like I said, it was earlier today.
Well, again, everything we say is suspect, including anything I say, because we just have to find out who murdered your wife.
How did it break?
I was in a hurry to get to a meeting I was running late to. My coat flared out when I went to dash off, and the book got smacked right into the side of my desk.
You know what I'm in the mood for right now?
An insight check?
You know me so well.
Go ahead.
You know me so well, but that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case.
29.
Alright.
15, please.
Let me roll either of
Actually,
those.
no. That's going to be a 32.
Fine.
I can't heal anybody, though.
Both of you can tell there's something off about what he's saying. You're not sure of whether it's the how, the when, or the where, but there's one element of what he's saying that's off.
So let's all make an agreement here. Don't lie or hide truths. No live omissions, and then we can get going here.
At this point, Fenno, the Dwarven chimes up. Well, if we're doing full disclosure, and she's kind of already admitted to not liking her, I've been trying to buy the rights to the wine for nearly a year now.
But I want to, and we'll get to that. So what's up with this meeting? Because there's something you're not.
This you're saying to the husband?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. It was all arranged by her. She decided everything from what was to be served to the time to who was invited.
But no, your meeting when you said you were rushed to, when you broke your watch.
Oh, I was just going off to see an artificer.
For what purpose?
I was going to get something made for her before she was gone.
And what were you going to have made?
I don't find that to be any of your business, sir.
Ooh.
Well, I understand.
What I decide to give to my wife in her final moments has no pertinence to you.
I understand that, but you omitted something. There's something off about your story about you rushing, and I'm trying to see what type of fellow you are. And were you trying to... And I stopped for a second because I'm about to say something that's very rude. I would never say this. I am a nice guy. I'm just saying that. I am a nice guy. I would never say this. Back in character.
Are you going to say it in character now?
I'm going to say it in character now. Because I'm playing my character. I'm playing the low stats. I don't know if you were off searching for your next piece of trim or...
I'm just gonna
Next
punch
piece
him in
of
the
what?
arm.
Yeah.
Piece of what?
Well, I was already investigating.
How uncouth.
Yes,
of
it's
you.
very uncouth, but what's more uncouth than a murdered body?
What does that even mean?
You were dallying about. You were having fun and maybe getting your next...
He's
Possible.
asking in a very terrible, horrible way if you were having an affair.
No, absolutely not. I love my wife dearly.
Insight.
Okay. On
30 on I love my wife dearly.
Okay.
And absolutely not.
who? Okay.
32.
He seems genuine. He does in fact care for his wife.
Grill him, break his spirit, break him over the coals. That's just what Chad said.
One indisciple.
Rude!
So simply just tell us the entire story of how your watch went. That's all I'm getting at.
What about the lot of you?
A lot of me. You hired me. You knew what type of man I was.
Exactly.
And I will get to the bottom of it.
You are the scheming type, who would be well capable of something like this.
I am not the scheming type. This is beneath me. This is something simple. Yes,
the
I know.
murder of my wife is something simple to you?
Well, yes, murder is a very simple thing, a very horrible thing, but very simple.
You see the Lord, like, he's beginning to turn red in the face. Like, he is beyond angry, but still trying to keep some semblance of composure.
So, Bard, what's your story?
No, what? I
don't think the husband did it.
Just getting that.
Well, I'm getting that a while
tend
ago, but
to do
I
But
just
you
had to
just
confirm.
kept poking at him.
They
Well, yes, 'cause he kept
bring out
poking at
new
me.
flavors of
Well, it is a natural
wine,
response.
Or have special events.
Speak for
I
yourself.
They pay.
No. So, what was your problem with the
That's
lady?
natural. I always speak for myself.
Well,
Seems like everybody else here has a problem with her.
I have no problem with Lady Yesere, honestly. I was just trying to get them to listen to me about my visions, as I said, it's not something that's common, so I was just trying to get them to understand, especially Lady Yesere was very dismissive of them.
Is she usually dismissive of your visions?
I mean, most of the time the visions I have don't pertain to her, so I haven't really mentioned them to her before.
Wow, wandering disciple, no. Kills. My character has a 10 charisma. It's not the worst, but
Also, there's no servants around.
But compared to other people's charisma here, it's pretty bad. So that's why I'm playing it up. But what I was gonna say is what I'm really in the mood for is ramen.
Ramen is delicious.
Yeah, ramen is good.
Especially with a pop egg in the middle with a nice gooey yolk.
Ew.
Yep.
So what's your relationship with the lady?
gooey yolk.
What do you mean?
See,
Your
I have to,
relationship
I'm
with her.
saving it till I have
I
big questions.
mean,
to
I-
ask.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Advertise.
My
to
character
his
wouldn't
face,
ask that. I was
would
wondering if
perform
you had
at
that, though.
The
Yeah.
event she asked
Purposely.
me to, but
So, it's strictly professional?
But also, they
I
probably won't
would
know.
say so,
Plus,
yes.
they
Insight.
can't
Okay,
lie.
go ahead.
I know.
Do you have any like zone of truth or anything like that?
30.
He's full of shit.
What? We're sidebarring here.
Yes. And we heard the halfling go, ooh! What's going on, halfling?
Oh, I do.
That was out
have
of character.
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do have it. Yeah. I've been saving that also.
Okay.
So,
Oh god, my laugh.
just professional. Huh?
Yes.
Why don't you tell us the truth?
You see
Is
him
it
kind of like
intimidation?
clear his throat as he kind of.
And now I'm paying attention.
He takes an active step away from the Lord, specifically.
So what was the question? I'm sorry, we were sidebarring.
Oh,
So, what is your relationship? Or was your relationship with the late lady?
Are you saying this loud enough so everyone
Yes.
Bow chicka bow wow.
That is inappropriate.
I didn't say that. So
I did.
Brown cow.
So you are the dallying type. Testing her waters?
How long has this been going on?
I have not said that there was anything going on, and he is like completely stammering.
All of this
like-
is telling us the truth.
Were you or were you not betting the late lady?
You see the Lord begin to approach him at this point. Has anyone?
Lord, this might be the secret, and it's important to know. Just because
And
God,
he
I
just
cannot-
punches the bar.
can't believe I'm about to say this. I was just gonna say, just because he was betting your late wife does not mean she did not love you.
Oh my god.
By the way, I think that's my D20 right there, the clear one.
What'd you roll?
I don't think so. It was in our
Yeah,
but it was.
that matches my other set. It's that.
Oh, okay.
I've been looking for that. It just got me a 19.
So you punched him, and then what happened?
He
Barbie,
punches him at
Barbie.
like clearing the
Jerry.
fake, and the bird just kind of like falls on his ass and like
I'm
scoots
just missing my
backwards.
D6
You
of
can
that.
see the Lord is like actively fuming. He's red in the face now, but like not out of irritation of him, but just, and you see him stop and take a deep breath as he's like clenching his fist. He's trying to regain his composure.
Lord, you will have plenty of time to thrash him later, as well deserved.
I'm just going for the dragon. I'm like, no. It's all out in the open now.
And I'm looking at the other guests.
But were you having an affair, or did you just love her from afar?
Can you keep him from hitting me anymore?
Oh,
Like
I
maybe
can't.
I can talk with someone in another room or something.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
The collective ooh.
It's just like, everybody chill, calm down.
Namaste.
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 Take a deep breath.
You feel a wave of relaxing energy wash over you. The Dragonborn.
And y'all have to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Or you can
Oh,
choose
all of
to
us?
fail it. Yep. You're all within the 20-foot radius, I'm assuming.
19 plus... I'm not good at this.
But
I
you
think
just have
it's
to beat
plus-
a 18.
Okay, well, I think...
Oh,
Or you
well,
can
I-
choose.
I-
You
I-
can
I
choose
didn't beat
to.
it.
You can choose to fail it.
Oh,
Also,
no. I'm not
if
gonna
you
do
want to be
Yeah,
nice and
no, I got
relaxed.
15.
I got a +0 on that, so that's a 19.
Alright,
Yeah, no, go. But I was already calm.
the Lord
So
starts to
Yeah.
is like doing his breaths, and you can't tell if it's the breaths or your spell, but he does seem to calm down. As the Dragonborn kind of shuffles back to his feet and kind of skirts over back by the wall away from the Lord. The dwarf kind of just is avoiding the whole situation and goes to stand by the elf. And he's just, the bard is just looking at you all, and it is a full affair. We've been seeing each other for about 2 months now.
So, do you know what was on her will?
I do not, other than that apparently Lord Begala was not to be included.
And
Perception or insight.
Go ahead.
20. 20. Oh, I can't do this while I'm fighting. This is ridiculous.
And where would you have these dalliances?
He is telling the complete truth. Like, as far as what he was told and what he believes, Lord Nindral Begala was to be written out of the will.
But he doesn't know who was supposed to be written in.
Wait, no, he doesn't know what else was written in, just that she didn't want her husband to get it. Anything.
So you knew about her illness.
Yes.
And where were these dalliances take place at?
Don't be like a voyeur.
No, but I would like to know if any of these other people witnessed it and that was the secret. That would be good to know.
Fair, but still a bit prudent.
It would vary depending on if the Lord was here or not. It would either be
Good God, man.
here
In this,
or-
their own bed?
and hers, yes.
Kinky.
That might raise the lords.
So, who knew about this affair?
As far as I know, just herself and I.
And as he said that, I'm looking at the other people, trying to gauge them.
The elven woman and the dwarven fellow are murmuring at each other.
What are they saying? I can read lips.
You can tell that the dwarf is absolutely enamored with the gossip, and like, surprisingly enough, this older dwarven man is just enthralled with gossip and drama. Like, this is the most exciting thing that he gets to see.
We have invented soap operas.
Pretty much, like.
Shiva, evil twin.
The elven woman seems indifferent. She is being respectful of the loss of life, but she is indifferent towards the death, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. So, and I'll just say, you know, in the grand scheme of things, what is one human's death versus an entire ecosystem?
I would be inclined to agree. I was the first and most forthcoming. If you have something to ask of me, it would be best that you ask it directly.
Sure, did you kill her?
Absolutely not.
That's a 1.
Funnily enough, she rolled a 1 as well. But she's being genuine.
She's telling the truth, but you don't believe her.
I am not convinced.
I am unsurprised.
And what about you, good dwarf? Did you kill her?
Hell no! I can't profit off of business of a dead woman.
Oh, yes, you can. I mean, no.
Nobody wants to buy the wine from a woman that was killed for the wine.
That's 30.
For an insight.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Seems to be.
Woman.
Seems to be.
Well then,
This hallway seems to be safe. This door seems to be okay.
now I'm going to look at this collapsed door. And I'm wondering to see if this was naturally done. I mean, granted, we did feel an earthquake, but that could have been an explosion underneath.
So tell me exactly what you're looking for here. Are you looking for signs of like some kind of gunpowder? Are you looking for signs of like specific damage zone? Like
I'm looking to see if, given an actual earthquake, if the archway, which is supposedly the most secure area to be in, why this would be, if the archway itself was the one that collapsed, or if it's the ceiling before it. I'm smelling it to see if there's any odd sense of acidity or acidic or smoky type. I'll even lick the stone too to see if there's any residue left.
It should say it was a
Alright.
mahogany door, so it's
go
pretty
ahead and roll
stable.
investigation check.
And I have advantage. So that's going to be a 16 plus 17 is going to be a 20, 33.
What gives you advantage, by the way?
If I spent a bonus action, which I did spend a bonus action to do, I will pull up my feature.
Nice. You take the time to investigate around. Let me actually move you over there. I'll say that the Lord is standing near you as you investigate. You, at the very
Well, I'd have to move half my speed, and I get advantage on any perception or investigation checks.
You would, you'd
Yeah, I
have
would
to
have
move
to.
over to the door, so I will permiss it.
Mhm.
You take your time to investigate, and you notice that there is a very slight residue of a flammable powder amongst the stone that is at the top of the archway.
So we were meant to be trapped in here.
What makes you say that?
There's that residue right there that is flammable. Normally, if we have an earthquake, the archway is actually the safest place to be in. It's the most secure. The arch is actually a very sturdy type of architecture.
Well, how did someone explode the damn door when we were all in the room?
Well, how does magic work? There's many different ways people could. Could be a technology wonder. Could be magical. Could be someone who has intimate knowledge of stone. I look at the dwarf.
That's racist.
Actually, you're right, and I do apologize. But you are known.
Apologize.
Your people are known for great stone cutting.
We are. But I personally am more, as they said, of an ale and stout man. I know nothing of stout.
Okay. I was gonna ask why you have to.
You don't insight on that one?
Do you?
You're kind of far away from me. I'm still over by the
You're
bar.
still in the same.
Where's the? I just figured I was kind of like I was still by the bar.
Yeah, the bard is here. This is the
I
doorway.
can't
this
just
is
roll my
where
way
he's
to
at.
get this.
All right,
So I
insight
gotta-
it.
Okay.
1. Never mind. 20 to a 1. You failed me.
That's the exciting part of dice. Alright.
Man.
What's purposes for the one that video on the
Yeah, the dwarf seems to be telling the
Yeah, you
truth.
can do that with a knife.
He's not much of a stone expert. He
Spend
cares
1
more
minute
about
and
his
you
alcohol
will
than he does
get
the stone.
information on the knife that we don't know.
Which can kind of attribute
The-
more to him wanting to own the wine recipe.
Who was the female elf's name?
It was
That's the one I didn't know.
Kali Zumaris.
Oh, do the names matter? I say that in character.
And she was an elf.
She is an elven druid. And the Begala have been intruding on her homeland. She has made that apparent.
So who has skills here in artificer's study? Anyone?
No, I usually have to outsource anything like my watch.
That's a lot. 32, I believe.
He seems to be telling the truth. He
33.
usually outsources people to fix things for him or make mechanics for him.
What about the Dragonborn?
He seems to still be trying to like keep distance from the Lord.
Oh, come now. You'll
when
get
you
your
ju-
come
when you looked at him, he realizes you're like asking him, and he's like, "Oh, no, I handle instruments, not little metal."
Obviously, you handle instruments. Or get your instruments handled.
That costs extra.
The dwarf?
Him and the druid elf are not really paying much mind to you.
Do you have any skills in technology and artificing?
They both kind of just shake their heads.
32.
Everyone seems to be telling the truth. There are no artificers here.
I'm gonna walk over to the cleric.
Okay.
Be like, can you take another look at the body? Just you already did detect magic.
And
So
check
did
poison
do
disease.
that.
Poison.
Yep. I just want to check something.
So, Lord, what
So
is your
there's no
plan now?
poisons. There was no poisons, right?
Nope.
She
Well,
was
other than the
carrying
vial
a vial
and-
of
Fur
poison.
vial.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
nothing in.
And I don't know if she told the rest of the group about that. So.
Nope, she hasn't yet. That's
No,
why,
right.
because I could do something with that. But
Oh, I did tell you guys that. I did
Oh.
not tell you about. What was the other thing that I did not tell them? There's something I didn't tell you.
obviously you didn't
That
tell
one
us
I
because we don't
would've-
remember.
Oh, that one I would have told you.
oh, may I see that poison, please?
Dink.
Purple haze.
Oh,
Sounds
in
like
my
fun.
brain.
I will try to identify it with my skill in alchemy. My alchemy skill.
Go ahead.
It's going to be intel plus. It's going to be plus 11, 21.
While you're not sure the exact ingredients used to make this poison, it does seem to be one of the faster acting poisons. And definitely fatal.
Would anyone like a drink?
I'm gonna go to the.
I'm gonna take a couple minutes and I'm gonna go back up here and meditate so that I can
Is this really the time for that?
Namaste.
shut up.
Well, you can do a mischievous spirit if you want a mischievous spirit sponge. I don't know why everything's on cooldown.
Is Crystal passed out yet?
I think it's time for another shot for her.
We heard a crystal over there. She's still conscious, at least.
You guys haven't done your job.
Hey!
So that I can use I'd like to do visions of the past.
Okay. And please tell us and the audience what that does.
I am able to meditate on an object or my surroundings to receive shadowy information of recent events.
Okay. You do so, and the rest of you see that her eyes briefly go completely black as she meditates, and she is focusing on the Lady Esere, and you're able to get glimpses of the key. You see the key in a pants pocket. You see a shattering of glass. You see a maze.
I was just about to suggest that we should search people.
So I see what the key looks like,
Yes.
clearly.
Yes.
Alright.
It is an aged brass key with rubies embedded into it.
I'm gonna let you suggest that now.
So then I would like to use locate object and see if I can find that key.
Alright.
Dun,
It's
dun,
in
dun.
1,000 feet of me.
1,000.
You cast it, and you do in fact locate the key within the pocket of Lord Begella.
Alright.
So, Lord, were you having an affair with anyone?
Absolutely not. As I stated, I love my wife.
You can
You've
still
already
love
rolled insight on this. It's the same.
Right.
He loves his wife.
Well, no, you can have an affair and still love your wife.
No, he has not been having an affair.
Okay. Fair enough.
It is disappointing to discover that this was not mutual.
No, again, it could have just simply been wild oats. Obviously, people respond to tragedy in different ways. For me, I see it something to learn. Other people, they go a little crazy.
So I'm going to cast message to these two and tell them what I've decided about the key or learned about the key and where
That
it
it's in his
is.
pocket.
I will use key mind and who was standing next to the Lord right before the lights went out.
The Lord, Lady Esere, the Dragonborn, and the Dwarf were all in close proximity to each other.
Okay. So the people who were furthest away might be more obvious.
The people who were furthest away were you three and the Elven Druid woman.
She's just so obvious, though. I would also like to take a moment to make sure there's no invisible things around me.
You use your blind sight and you go around.
Actually, I'm going to use my unerring eye. As an action, I sense the presence of illusions, shape changers, not in their original form. Other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet of me.
30 feet. Alright, are you gonna.
I'm
walk
gonna move
up
around.
Okay.
As he stands in a corner.
You kind of join back up with the group. And there doesn't seem to be any kind of shape-changing effects or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be any invisible people or creatures or items.
illusions or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll use it one more time just to get the full area around us and the dining hall and all that.
Also, amongst the dining hall, you do not find something. For a brief explanation, these are stairways. This is going up, and this is going down.
Okay.
This
So-
is the kitchen, dining room, and just seating area within the entrance hall.
I'm going to purposely not look at the Lord, and I am going to keep my eyes on the other people. So, Lord, if you don't know what's happened to your wife, then why is the key in your pocket?
What are you talking about? I already handed over my coat.
Ooh,
In your pants pocket.
pickpocket.
You pickpocket him?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
I could use 20. Give me 20. Not a 1. Please don't give me a 1.
Not a one.
Not a 1. What is it? It's sleight of hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's a 15.
Oh, wow.
As you go to
It wasn't a 1, but it was close.
As
But-
you go to reach into his pocket while this is
You have-
mentioned.
You have reliable talent, though, don't you?
No.
Yes, you do. Every rogue has it. It's a minimum of a 10.
No, that was with the 10.
So you only have a +5 in your sleight of hand? You're not proficient?
Apparently.
You're a rogue that's not good at stealing. You're a thief. You're a thief that's not good at stealing. I just want to point
I don't
that
know
out.
how this happened.
You missed that skill.
Are you sure that's right?
It really is.
You missed the sleight of hand when playing
I'm
a
not
subclass
sure how
thief.
this is not me. I mean, I don't understand how this happened.
I think we need to take a break. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's drinking. That's how it happened.
Not when I created the character.
Instead of, no, I
Are
mean
you
now
sure?
you just walk up and you're like thump.
Like,
Bump
Like,
right
like
into
I'm
his
checking
butt.
it for you right now.
You
I'm
go to
check-
pickpocket him, and it's as he's mentioning the thing about his pocket, so he goes to instinctually like grab his pants pocket, and he like accidentally grabs your hand.
aww.
What are you?
I just hold your hand. Look, now I'm looking at his hand. See, I'm looking at his hand.
Okay.
I'm looking at his hand.
What are you looking at his hand for?
To get away from stealing his blood. Really blood, but yeah, everyone's going to get there, but yeah. Like, I'm just like,
Roll an investigation check with disadvantage, because he's gonna pull his hand away pretty quickly.
He's serious. He did not take that.
I know!
He did not take sleight of hand, but he's a thief.
I know! I didn't understand! Investigation?
You didn't say it was
22.
a good thief.
No, he's not a
You
good
might have
thief.
just
Oh,
gotten
no,
out of
10.
prison for being
On
a thief.
26.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 26, but still, it's
Okay.
26.
Um,
Because they're both under 10, so.
you do not see any blood on the hand that you're holding as he snatches it away.
I'll make sure.
He then reaches into his pocket and gives a confused expression as he grabs onto something and pulls out this.
And that is a 32 on insight for the other people.
For the other people? Alright.
When I mentioned that they had, I saw that too.
Here's the key.
Huh.
I have lots of props this session. I love it.
Beautiful key. Although, like, as rogues, you don't need a key.
It's really pretty.
She had it
That's just
specially made.
a bonus.
The elven druid is keeping up the same stoic non-response. The dwarven male, you see kind of like almost get excited as you mention this. Like it's hard to tell whether it's just because it's drama or because you found evidence on someone, but there is an element of excitement in his response. The bard is just kind of wanting to get out of there. He seems concerned, but it's hard to pinpoint whether he is concerned for his own well-being or if he's concerned because the person he was sleeping with has been murdered.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be castrated later.
I'm going to go try to see if the key actually fits the box.
Okay.
Oh, and I say that in character.
What?
Well, that is the crime for sleeping with a noble woman.
You do so, and it does in fact fit the box. It was the missing key.
So it's a jeweled key?
Yes. And they had mentioned that it was embedded with small rubies, so.
And why would your wife have poison on her?
Poison? What?
Yes. Why would she have poison on her?
I don't think that she would.
Well, we know that you... This guy's an asshole.
But you made him
You're
that way,
hating
and
your
you're
own
like,
character.
I I made him after Sherlock, and Sherlock is kind of an asshole. Am I right?
So I see a
Right?
pattern with your characters.
No. And,
Yes, I really do.
And
We're
normally,
sensing a theme.
no, and here's the thing. I am like the nicest guy ever. Back me up on this.
Calmore and Sherlock.
Am I not the nicest guy ever?
You are pretty nice.
Okay, I need to. Well, we know that you didn't know everything about your wife already. That's been empirically proven. So, maybe perhaps she wanted to take this poison to not suffer throughout the rest of her short life. Or maybe she wanted to poison someone else and this whole disease thing is all,
Hey,
poppycock.
does there seem to be any missing out of there?
She
That's
was
okay.
definitely sick, and as far as I know, she was too proud of a woman to ever even contemplate suicide.
Well, or was she too proud of a woman to waste away to this disease and want to go out on her terms?
Have you looked to see if there's anything missing? Any missing? Or is it a full vial?
Do I see like any discoloration in the glass where it would have more at one point?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. That is going to be
You just know it's not a 1.
12, 17, 20...
Hi, Brian. Welcome in.
29.
The vial is only half full. Other than when you move it around to sway it, you don't notice any discoloration of the glass as if it's been in there a long time or anything.
Okay. Well, this vial is only halfway filled. Is there a wax seal on this? Normally something this fast acting would have a seal to make sure it didn't leak onto somebody or something like that.
There is wax.
Or is it?
There is wax around it, but the seal is broken.
Yes, I believe there might be some missing.
So how far are we from like the dinner table and bottles of alcohol and whatever that would have been served?
She was at one end of the table, and the Lord was at the other.
Okay.
The 3 guests were here, and you 3 were on this side.
Okay. So is there like food and
Yes,
bottles
food
of
and
alcohol?
everything.
Okay, so
and
I'm gonna go over.
wine and
I'm gonna go over to that area
okay,
Ooh,
and check, detect poison and disease.
okay. You take the time. You go over all of them. The druid woman accompanies you, and you do not find any traces of poison within any food or beverages.
Okay. And none in any of the people that were nearby when I cast it before.
No one seemed to have been poisoned.
You said the druid followed you?
Yes.
So you came along with me for what reason?
There was a murderer. It seems unwise for anyone to be alone right now.
This is
Whether
true.
you were to make an escape or get killed or so such thing.
Russian
So-
accent, it's her.
Da. So did we notice the druid, going with a friend?
Yeah, you saw her going
Okay.
with her.
Good. 'Cause that
So,
definitely wasn't a
did
1.
you just get out of prison, friend?
Who?
You.
No.
Well, it's
No,
obvious
it's
you
been
you-
a while.
you- you-
It wasn't just out of prison.
I mean, it's obvious you lack some skills there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I mean,
Well-
he was quite skilled at opening the box for us.
Yes, but he can't pickpocket worth a damn.
That's not the kind of rogue I am.
Maybe he's not a, like total thief.
Are you back in the main room with
Hey,
everyone?
this is while you're going. That's okay.
I'm gonna go back because
Okay.
Yeah.
I already.
We'll say
did
at
my
this, you
spell.
arrive at this point. It didn't take you long to.
Well.
Where would you go to stand? We've got the
Probably
body.
somewhat
the
similar
halfling.
to the Lord,
Okay.
right around in there.
So,
Animals, not.
the people closest to the Lord, when the lights went out, are you two, the dwarf and the dragonborn, and you were the furthest away. So we either have to assume that you being the furthest away wanted to make sure that you were not suspected of anything. Or we have a spurned lover, or someone just out for secrets.
It is at this point where we will take our first break, and I will also mention that if the group needs a clue, they can decide to play a mini game with me of Dr. Eureka, where they must complete a puzzle before I do, and whoever gets it solved first will get the credit for solving the clue. So yeah, we will be right back.
This is awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
I'm loving this. Not all my characters are assholes, trust me.
They can hear us as well. Huzzah!
Yay.
We're back. Time for
Character.
well, not more murder because the murder's already happened.
Oh,
Like,
one
see
more.
it up
Continuous
there.
mystery.
They can actually see me.
What?
What?
The new layout.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I do see it. I like that.
I think my camera may have been bumped. Can you help?
You gonna fix it?
Yes, please. I'm like way.
Oh, and as a reminder,
Oh.
Go. You can see Damien.
Yay! It's not like it's important to see or hear the DM at all.
Yeah.
just as a reminder,
What?
nothing at all.
Stop!
No, no
Stop
stopping.
trying to get my wife completely wasted already.
But it's for you. I mean.
What?
I mean, I'll have fun regardless, but still.
Good point. Good
Trying to
point.
make food to sober up. Stop.
Don't let that happen, Chad. It's in your power.
Continuing on in the game.
Oh man.
So, we have the eco-terrorist, we have rival, and we have the spurned lover. And of course, the spurned spouse.
Would you really call it spurned lover?
Well,
I mean,
I mean,
maybe not lover, spurned
But
afterthought
what
or
about
something.
spurned?
Well, did
I
you
mean,
know
the
she was
husband
sick?
didn't know.
What?
Did you know she was sick to the Dragonborn? What was the future with it? With the,
Oh yeah, he already said.
Are you
it.
asking the Dragonborn
yeah,
or?
I'm asking Dragonborn.
I was in love with her.
Okay, that doesn't answer my
Yeah,
question.
he knew.
He
He
knew?
already said.
Okay.
I knew I was to get. I knew that she had written her husband out of the will. I didn't know anything else.
But you didn't know who.
But of course, he would assume that would be him.
And we still haven't found the will. So whoever put the letter in took the will.
Ah. Could
Sure.
you do that nice trick for the will?
What would you like me to do?
Try to find the will, but also, can we have everybody write on something real quick?
For what purpose? The dwarf.
For science. I would like you to write these words.
Hickory.
And
You got paper?
actually, I do.
That's what I was looking for too. I was like,
I do. And it's on my character
Do
sheet.
you have a quill?
I do. It's on my character sheet. And I would I would like to choose 3 words from random and from that note.
Okay.
Write these words.
You can pass the notes over
Okay.
if you want to choose what words.
Yes, I would like you all to write no, truth, and dinner.
No as an N-O or no as...
K-N-O.
Okay. K-N-O?
W.
Yes. Want to make it specified.
The elven woman takes her turn drawing it out, hands the paper over to you.
Okay.
The dwarf starts to do the N-O, no, but then remembers and then like adds a capital K in front of a capital N.
That's 30 plus on the inside of while I'm watching all these guys.
Okay. Druid, same stoic expression she's had the entire time. The dwarf was a little embarrassed that he didn't realize which no to begin with. But he writes it out and hands it to you. The bard kind of cautiously takes it and writes it out. Very feminine penmanship. And then hands it back to you.
Don't forget the Lord.
Oh, of course. Lord.
And you have the Lord write it down and hands it back to you.
Okay. Does anything match?
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna be looking at this too.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on.
Not a 20, but close.
That is a natural 20.
Ah,
Very
wow.
nice.
I was gonna give guidance.
Apparently
You don't need it, so...
Nope, not on this, but please save that guidance. I might need it later.
You examine the handwriting and without too much experience of the other threes. You've dealt with the Lord's handwriting enough that you notice the handwriting he did this time is purposely different than what you usually get on his requests.
So, Lord, this is not your normal handwriting.
What are you talking about?
I've seen your normal handwriting.
Lady Esra usually writes for me.
And I've seen her handwriting before.
Mm-hmm.
Is he lying to me right now?
You can roll for it. And I'll give you advantage since you have keen mind.
Well, let's see. I have a 19 and a 7. I think I'll take the 19 plus 17. So we're in a high 36.
Yeah. You get the feeling that it's not a full truth. There are probably points where Lady Esra writes for him.
Okay. Please stop with the half-truths. You're just making this take longer.
What are you talking about?
Write your normal handwriting, please.
He takes it begrudgingly and writes again and then hands it back to you.
Now, how's it different?
It is slightly different than the handwriting that he had done last time.
Anything match at all?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I will be doing that as well.
Okay.
That is an 18.
Put you guys next to each other since you guys are peering at the same paper.
17 plus 16 is what? 30, 35, 34.
17 and 16 is 3 left over, 33.
33, okay.
I
yeah.
got an 18 plus 17,
So you got 35.
35.
Right. As far as what you guys are able to tell, it matches the note.
So I'm just gonna look at him and be like, just like we know. But I'm just looking at him. Like,
And then I look at the lawyer.
Do you say anything?
I'm just going to look at it for a little bit and let him sweat.
Okay. Are you doing anything during this?
Just closely observing.
So, one of these handwritings definitely matches.
Are you making it a point to stand by anyone?
I will be standing by the Lord, really. Still.
You want to be on the side, behind him?
Just like alongside so I can see like the looks on his face also, you know, like.
Okay, so maybe opposite him?
Where is he?
This is him.
Okay.
The archer is the Lord.
Alright. I think on the other side. Like over, like in front. There we go, like over
Okay.
there so I'm still close and I can see his face.
Okay.
So, one of these samples definitely matches.
Okay.
Any reaction from anybody?
The dwarf is practically chomping at the bit to hear the response. Like, his excitement is practically not hidden at this point. The other woman, same stoic reaction as always. The bard seems to be intently listening to you. The Lord is also intently listening to you.
So tell me, lady, why does your handwriting match? And I look at the elf. But I pay attention to the Lord.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an insight.
Okay, that's going to be at a minimum of 27.
Okay. You don't notice any kind of reaction on the Lord as you look over to the lady. I do not know. Perhaps someone copied me, my handwriting. It is
And I
not
would like to do an
unheard
inside
of
of
for
her.
forgers to exist.
so
Same thing, 27 on her.
She seems to be telling the truth.
assuming like she was drinking wine, Which is what just happened.
Yes.
Where's this wine glass at now?
Everyone pretty much left their plates and glasses in the dining hall.
Did you detect magic, detect poison in the dining hall?
I
She
did
did
detect
detect poison in the
and
dining
disease.
hall.
Oh, I'm
Not
sorry, I didn't
detect
say
magic.
magic. Yeah,
Detect
disease.
magic was in
You're
here.
Right. You did poison though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not to your handwriting. It's yours, Lord.
And then you kind of see him stiff up and take a step back.
Any explanation?
I know about her death, Sarah. About this skeezy little musical lizard.
Dragonborn too.
You see the disgust on his face as he looks at the Dragonborn bard, who has made it a point to stay on the opposite side of you guys as the Lord. I wrote her the note, sure. I would kill her.
But how did you put it in the box if it was locked and she had the key?
I've done it at another time. We rest
So
in the
where's the
same
will?
bed. You think she never puts it down?
So where's the will?
None of your business.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you do a locate on the wheel?
No, because I don't know what it looks like.
Good
That's
point,
right.
good point.
I thought of that
So,
already, but like I have
It's
to know what
either
it
you
looks
are the
like.
murderer or you let us see the will to help exonerate you. Those are your choices.
You see him kind of like contemplate for a moment. It's hidden under my chair.
So, nipple fingers, would you grab that?
Nipple fingers?
Nimble!
I'll go get it because I'll
I was
go
speaking to her.
get it. I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you crap for that.
So you go to
I don't know
the
what happened.
Lord's.
I have no idea. I just figured, I don't know, I really don't know what happened with the creating a character like that.
You go to the Lord's chair. Go ahead and roll investigation.
All
I
right.
just assumed.
I'll give you advantage since you were told where to go.
Let's see, 17. Oof.
17.
Or
We'll
yeah,
take
17.
Plus.
That's
That's
that.
it? Okay.
That's the plus 8.
It's not immediately underneath the chair, but like you expected it, so you're taking for a moment, but then you're like, wait, there's murder afoot. They're probably a little bit smarter than that, and then you kind of duck under and see that it's been taped to the underside, or adhered to the underside of
Okay.
the chair.
So I will.
And it is in a sealed envelope.
Okay. I will.
This I did not have the time to make a
I will
prop for.
gently remove it so that I don't break the seal or rip it or anything, and then I'll take it back with me.
So, don't keep us in suspense. Were you written out?
I don't know.
So you took the note out and, or will, and you have no idea what it said.
I haven't had the time to look.
Is he telling the truth?
What was your roll?
Hi. I don't know why I'm looking. I know my bonuses. 17 plus 16 is.
a ridiculous amount.
33.
There you go. 33.
He seems to be telling the truth, not to mention the will is still sealed.
Obviously, I don't know that. So.
Alright, at this point, you come back with the will. Where do you stand with it?
I'm gonna go stand back where I was again.
Her dead body. Ah!
So, what does the will state?
Do you mind if I read it?
Did you need a letter?
Not at all.
I'll pass on the bloody dagger.
Oh, here's one.
Break the seal and open it.
You break the wax seal on it, which is the big emblem. You open it, and from the bits you've seen, it doesn't match anyone's current handwriting, so your best guess would be that it's Lady Esther's.
Alright. Have you
and-
seen her handwriting before?
I have.
I'll show it to him.
Keep mine.
Yes, it is. In
It is
fact
her
handwriting.
No, we must have seen it on the well, I saw it
Yeah.
on the invitation.
Okay.
And it says that the vineyard was to go to the elfin druid. It says that the wine recipe was to go to the dwarf, and that the estate was to go to the dragonborn bard. Nothing was to be left to the
So-
husband.
So it's not his estate. It's not his.
Well, no, she hasn't told us this yet.
Oh.
She didn't say she was
Yeah,
reading out loud.
I read that out loud.
So,
Yes.
so the person who has the most to lose would be you.
My family can't. My family owns this land. I can't imagine that she would be able to sign off the estate to someone else.
But she did.
I would like to also see if
What's
anybody-
everybody else doing? I'm sorry.
Exactly. That's
Oh.
exactly what I was.
It sounds like one.
The three of them. Go ahead and roll insight for me.
Oh, 15 plus 16 is 31.
Okay.
27. You beat me.
You're focusing more on the Lord, so it makes more sense that you don't notice the other three as much. But the other three do seem genuinely surprised that they were written into the will. Like when each of them are mentioned, they begin their surprised reaction and are kind of like glancing at each other, trying to figure out what exactly was going on. As you continue to read the will, you see that she, even in her will, calls her husband a pathetic loser, and that she needs to right the wrongs that she has done. So she is giving the land to the druid to make up for the land she has taken. She is giving this estate to the bard for not being able to take his name. And she is giving the recipe to the dwarf for being so stubborn and not working with him up until this point.
I think we should play a game for another clue.
So, who seems guilty? Yes.
Are you asking the DM, or are you saying this is
I'm asking the
character,
DM because this isn't. Not even he's that much of an asshole. He will say, "And nothing for me." That's
gonna
quite
cast-
selfish.
Cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
Okay.
What's that?
Yes, do
Does that
describe
affect everybody?
for our chat.
I have created a magical zone guarding against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of choice within range. So I will cast it so that it encompasses everyone.
Or we can just get a chair and have everybody sit in the chair when it's their turn.
No.
There's not really a way to cast it to get everyone. You're either going to get the elven druid or the bard out of it.
Let's see.
We can also move them into it.
Composer got a secret.
Let's see. How would I move them into it?
Let us know what you're trying to do.
Tell someone to move.
Yeah.
Try to
No.
just.
I'm just gonna kind of wave everyone like, oh, come and look at this in the will. It's very interesting.
Persuasion check.
That's pretty good.
Really? What is so interesting about it? Can I give her advantage?
I don't
No,
need you
I was
to.
contemplating
I can
giving
give
her
myself
disadvantage
guidance.
to begin with.
Guidance you can do, yeah.
I can give myself guidance. Natural 20.
What?
And I have what you said it was persuasion, so
Right.
plus 8. So that I don't even need to do the guidance. I don't think on a natural 20, but
And a 4.
and a 4. So
You convince everyone to kind of gather in a bit closer,
I'm
and now
convinced.
you're able to cast your spell.
yeah, then
Who
I will
hasn't
cast Zone of
bathed?
Truth.
Are you smelling to see who's the stinkiest?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll perception.
So
Smell.
I have an interesting theory.
If they have if they've been
Sherlock,
sweating.
What am I looking for?
He
What am
probably
I-
just got off a
Perception.
bender.
well, I mean, it's still 26.
I mean, the druid woman smells vaguely of dirt and flowers, and then your other rogue friend here mostly smells of sweat.
It's accurate. So who amongst you are guilty?
Isn't that what you're supposed to be finding out?
But I'm asking a question and judging your responses. Are any of you guilty now that you murdered her and know that you are getting exactly what you wanted from her for all these years? And
The
it's
other
like-
just kind of starts shaking their head. Go ahead and roll.
And she's already cast Zone of Truth. Natural 20.
Damn.
Very nice. The three of them, they're emphatically shaking their head no, and they seem to be telling the truth.
And you, Lord?
What do you mean in me?
Well, again, are you feeling any guilt for murdering your wife?
And again, remind the chat what Zone of Truth does, because I don't know if we got that explanation.
Yeah, I have not got to ask any of my questions yet, but
Yeah, I don't think it affects Megan's there.
it and you'll have to roll.
Mm-hmm.
You must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, you can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius, and you're aware of the spell. You can avoid answering questions to which you would normally respond with a lie. You can be evasive as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Okay. Do you know if someone has saved from your spell? Because I know there are some spells where you know when someone saved.
Let's see. This I know whether they succeed or fail.
Okay.
Oh, wow. No problem.
The only one who succeeded out of the NPCs is the Elfin Druid.
Okay.
Did you roll for it?
Yeah, no, I got 14.
I did too, I failed.
All right.
Oh,
So you have
15.
to get an
I got a
18.
I get a
It's
2.
a saving throw, so.
I get a 2.
Well, you get to go to
18?
10, right? 10.
No, not on a saving throw.
Oh, then I got like a 9.
18, and the bard also succeeded.
Okay.
So don't ask me any questions.
But the dwarf and the lord have failed.
Okay.
So it's anybody, so even my question that I asked. So when I asked him, do you feel guilty for murdering your wife?
But there was no such guilt to feel.
I don't recognize, I don't know what spell she casts, so I'm letting her take the lead.
Okay. I'm going to ask. Let's see, who passed now? The druid?
The druid and the bard passed.
Okay. So these guys leaving them out of it. So the lord failed
And the dwarf
and
failed.
the dwarf failed. Okay. So I will ask the lord.
He rolled a 2.
Pardon?
He rolled a 2.
Oh, oof. I'm gonna ask the dwarf. Did you know that the lady was going to die tonight?
Of course not.
Did you have anything to do with her death?
No.
Did you know you were going to inherit?
I had no clue.
So ask the Lord. Did you know that your wife was planning something as far as her death tonight?
No, I was not aware of any plans she had for tonight.
Did you have anything to do with her death?
And what are they can avoid it? They can...
If you were gonna lie, you can be evasive, but you can't outwardly lie.
So what was the question?
If he had anything to do with her death.
in the sense that I have failed to find a cure for her illness.
Did you kill her?
Go ahead and roll insight with advantage for me.
15
At the
plus...
suspension
let's see,
bills.
Inside 10, 25.
25.
And an 18. So yeah, 25.
Okay.
I think you count straight, so you can't.
You see as he tenses up and his eyes kind of flick as he tries to figure out a response, but ends up not saying anything.
Did you use that dagger on your wife?
And you see him tense up further. His claws begin to dig into his scales.
Who helped you kill your wife?
Well, that's not concentration.
Oh, that's
It's not.
There you go. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And it lasts 10 minutes, true.
Oh,
so
yeah. Are you truly impotent?
Wait a minute. Who helped you kill your wife?
The one I killed the bitch myself.
Well, then.
Why?
She was a cheater and a necromancer.
Necromancer.
She was running experiments in her cellar.
On what?
People. If you don't believe me, feel free to check.
For what purpose?
The hell if I
Go
know.
down there.
I only found out about it after I found out about her affair.
How did you find out about her affair?
One of the servants told me. So I followed her at one point and saw it myself. How much of a dick do you want to be?
Why was she so cold at the time of her death?
She reanimated herself.
I don't know. Probably something to do with the necromancy. She was always cold.
Oh, did she try to turn herself into a lich?
What? I don't even know what that is.
So you murdered your wife.
He just
You've
kind
already.
of snarls at you.
Well then,
Did you know she was taking you out of the will?
No.
now this night has gotten boring again.
Yeah, you just discovered an important noble was running experiments on people in her cellar. It's
Oh,
very boring.
everyone runs experiments.
Oh, Bard. Did you know anybody about any of this?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, maybe he likes dead things.
No. There are lines that even I would not cross.
I mean, who knows what type of diseases she's passed over.
You were begging
Oh
her.
God.
I think he's clear. You might want to get that checked out, though.
That doctor is the first place I'm going.
Oh,
Scale rod isn't real. Well then, shall we all retire downstairs?
No. Because now I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
Well, maybe we should like tie him up.
At this point, you see the elven druid kind of lift her hand, and a series of vines comes out of the ground and just wraps around the Lord.
Or
Oh,
that.
That's fair.
Easily enough dealt with.
Can I see that will, please?
Something's still not adding up.
Alright. So I'm casting Speak with Dead.
He's confessed. What else is there to add on?
But somebody had to turn off the torches.
Mm-hmm. Some use of magic, as we just seen. I'm looking at the.
But we don't know. You did detect magic. Would it detect magic beings?
It's just detect magic. It's
Any active magic being used or
So did
enchanted
you-
items, etc.
Did you tell anyone about what you discovered?
Are you saying this to the Lord?
Mm-hmm.
About her affair or the necromancy?
Both.
The affair, I had plans to confront the bard tonight.
And the necromancy?
No.
So how did you turn off the lights?
Torches.
They're light still.
He pulls out a small stone, gestures over it, the torches turn off.
Hey.
Gestures again, and they come back on.
Okay.
There we go. May I? Thank you.
Wait, he was tied up.
And
He
this.
had-
I'm saying, I guess.
And this. How did you do this? The
What?
rubble.
I know our devisers.
Of course. Your watch. And I'm sorry to distract you. You were speaking with the necromancer?
Yeah, I kind of want to speak with Dad.
Okay.
Feel free to ask.
You have your questions?
Feel free to ask how much better the Dragonborn was. And I look at the Lord as
He
I
spits in your direction.
You have bad
I
day.
mean, I'm kind of curious now that you bring it up.
You might, he needs to get checked out. You can check him out.
Alright,
And,
so...
or wait,
Are you trying to set her up with the bard right
Why
now?
not? Why not?
During a murder?
Let's see.
Maybe you were just too much like the dead things. She needed something more lively.
You see him struggle against the vines.
So, I'd like to ask her... What are the experiments you were doing in the basement?
And for everyone in chat, please explain how Speak the Dead works. How Speak with the Dead.
I grant semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse, allowing it to answer the questions I pose. Must still have a mouth, can't be undead. I can ask up to 5 questions. It knows only what it knew in life. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and they're not under any compulsion to answer truthfully if I'm hostile or if it recognizes me as an enemy.
But
However, I also have the
Zone
Zone
of
of
Truth.
Truth still active. Neither are
you-
I
concentration.
don't know if that counts on a corpse because they can't make a saving throw.
No, the Zone of Truth wouldn't have an effect. However, you were not hostile.
Yeah, and
they
I'm not.
don't
Yeah,
view you
and
as
I'm not an enemy because I'm a fellow noble. Doesn't return the soul to the body, just the animating spirit. Can't learn new information. Doesn't comprehend anything that's happened since it's died, and can't speculate about future events. So.
As you cast the spell and you see the spirit of the woman kind of raise up out of the body, the bard actively turns away from it.
Wait, you don't want more?
I mean, she was already doing dead things. It might be right up your alley.
We're not asking her.
Horrible.
Yes.
Bridge too far.
First question?
What experiments was she conducting in the basement? Necromancy.
Giving power to power.
Did your husband kill you tonight?
Yes.
Why were you so cold when I touched your body?
The practice is beginning to seep into me.
Did anyone else contribute to your death besides your husband?
No.
Do you have anything you want to ask?
How was the bard?
No, besides that, I mean, I didn't
Well,
say
he
you
already
could
asked.
ask. I just asked if you
Well, no,
wanted
She
to
has
ask.
to ask.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
honestly, since the husband killed her, let's twist the knife a little bit. He deserves it. Plus, he was utterly juvenile.
I didn't like her. I didn't like her. So, the bard compared to your husband? I mean, I'm throwing away my last question, but it's just kind
Better
of
than you'll get to experience.
I mean,
And the spell dispels.
I didn't know if the bar's still alive.
but we all kind of look at the bard like, hey.
She looks at the bard like, hey.
I do too.
You kind of gotta be curious, don't you? I mean,
I really don't.
If Scales could blush, the Dragonborn is doing so.
So, Lord.
so Bard, what's going on later?
Well, you have to take care of that rock and that fungus.
No, there's that. That's kind of a deal breaker.
So I think we should go down and take a look what's going on.
Absolutely.
Downstairs.
Oh, and where's all your money?
Who?
To the Lord.
Oh.
We provided a service. We found the killer. We need to be compensated.
I mean, my coin purse is wrapped up in these vines somewhere.
I think I'm better at sleight of
You
hand.
might be.
And the thing
I'm
is,
so embarrassed by that.
and the thing is,
It is at disadvantage though because of the vines.
well, I'll just look at the elf. Would you mind moving them a little bit? Actually, you are still better at sleight of hand than I am.
You're a rogue too.
I'm not proficient in it,
I'm not either. I don't want to.
and I only have a +2 dex.
Let's see what's
Sad.
so.
I made him. He is the intellect.
The rogues that can't steal.
Not off people.
That's a
Gravy.
11.
I should have taken mage
What
hand.
exactly
I
are you
probably
doing?
could have pulled it
I'm
off.
just taking his coin purse. I mean, I'm asking the druid to move the vines.
Once I bring them to life, they think of their own accord. And you are unable to retrieve the coin purse.
Okay,
from
now I
the
take a
hole.
dagger and I start
Wait,
cutting.
let him out. Stop. Here,
I
use
need
this
to make
dagger.
compensation. No, thank you.
Oh.
Alright. Eventually, you're able to get to a point where you obtain the coin purse.
Okay. How much is in it?
And within it, you find 350 platinum.
Okay.
Shit. We should go downstairs.
100 platinum.
It's raining.
Hailing?
Right.
Well, that was going to the bards. I wanted him to do a little dance. And
Dance, monkey, dance, monkey, dance.
150 platinum. You did
Thank you.
some spells, and I will take 100.
Alright. Add it to your character sheet.
Yep. And let's head downstairs.
Alright.
I will be looking for traps.
You head downstairs, and it is a large cellar with various casks of wine. It's a little bit cooler down here. What exactly are you looking for?
Tripwires, sigils, some magical traps,
Roll
stuff
for
like
it.
that. That's 16 plus 17, so
You
30.
do not detect any traps.
No traps. Any secret doors?
Roll for it.
Hold on.
Natural 20.
Fine, take my ability away from me.
Hey, don't worry, I'm gonna need you to heal later, probably.
No, but I mean, I literally have an ability that will tell me if there are secret doors and shit.
We'll say that you do this ability as he's doing his investigation, so at the same time you...
Did you say date?
No, I said same time. Same time. At the same time, you all...
That's much better than what
You
I said.
two realize that there is, in fact, a secret door hidden behind some of the stone.
Ah, hey, lover boy, how about we open that door?
And none of the group came with you. They're all
Okay.
kind of keeping the Lord there until authorities arrive.
Hey, fudgy fingers.
Yes, Poppy!
What do we do? Open the door?
Yeah. As I take 5 steps back.
You ready to detect traps?
Sure.
You got traps. What do I roll? For what?
Investigation.
Oh, 16 plus 16 is 32.
You do not detect any traps?
So you need me to unlock the door? Is it locked?
You go to try it, and it is unlocked.
Oh. Wait a minute. Is this hallway lit?
You are in the cellar, so
Is it lit?
There's a couple sparse torches, enough so you can, if you are familiar with it, you know what you're doing. But as those of you who have never been in the cellar before,
So, before I do this, I want to take out my sword, say flame on, flames, and then I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and on the other side is not quite the sight you were expecting. You see, let me make sure I get the verbiage right here. You discover a massive shrine, blood painted on the wall, and strange symbols you don't recognize. It is decorated with skulls, humanoid of all kinds. Beyond the room, on the opposite side of you all, is a large stained glass door, with the scene of a decrepit claw reaching up out of a mountain towards the moon.
I will roll Arcana on that.
Okay. What exactly are you trying to ascertain?
If I recognize that from any religious iconography, or if
There goes Jason again.
or if there was any specific usage in necromancy and all that.
Go ahead and go for it.
Okay. Would you like religion or Arcana?
I'll let you choose.
Okay. I'll do
And just let me know which one.
Arcana, and that's going to be a 15 and 15 and 3. Wow, that's a lot. 40. 20, 30. Hold on. 20, 30, 40.
You're fairly studied in the ways of magic. You've dealt with a number of magic users, wizards, sorcerers, etc. along your travels. You've seen a lot of it, but this specific imagery does not
40,
strike a
I'm
chord
sorry.
with anything.
Yeah, it's definitely not 40. I'm sorry. It's 35.
Okay. Even still.
I will try religion now.
Just go walk up to the door.
Okay. So you go up to the stained glass door, ignore the shrine and the skulls.
We should shut the door.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
We shut the door.
You shut the original door you two came in?
No,
You guys came in?
the secret door. We did. I just said we should shut the door. She said yeah. We shut him inside.
You shut him inside the room? Okay. You are alone inside this room.
Here comes Karish Jr. to avenge his father.
I mean, I'm shutting it. I'm going on the other side. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so the two of you are shut in the room.
Nah, yeah, we're not.
He starts to shut it and then thinks better of it. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, no. If we're shutting it, I'm on the outside. I don't know.
No, I just want to listen if I can see anything on the other side of the stained glass or hear anything going on.
the tinting is too, like, I can never remember if opaque is how clear it is or not, but it's solid. You can't see past the color of the glass.
Do I hear anything?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Natural 20. Ah!
Can
Now
you
you're
not
gonna
gesture
have
wildly
once.
with a prop dagger in your hand?
Now you're gonna have one.
It's flame on. I need to see. I'm a halfling. It's dark in here.
Again, I will iterate that it is a prop. You listen in for a moment, and you can hear a breeze, but nothing else.
I'm just gonna open it.
You open it and see a series of hedges lined up in careful walls. Do you go further in?
Like it's just like it looks like an outside scene, or is it like a hedge? Like it's like a dungeon and like it's just like a green hedge.
There The walls themselves are hedges, and you look up to see if you've somehow made it outside. There are surprisingly high ceilings for how low you should be underground, but there are ceilings. And they're rocky and covered with a bioluminescent something.
So yeah, we'll
That
step
permits
in.
a soft glow.
I'm gonna step in and start looking around.
Okay. You enter the maze. What about the two of you?
Ew.
Sure.
You follow suit. Cleric,
I have Thundera.
venture into the
They're
wind.
stupid enough to do it. I guess I have to go with them because I'm the cleric. So.
The three of you enter the maze, and whoever is going to be leading the group, I will need to make 3 survival checks for me.
Oh, I went in first, right?
I can do that actually if you'd like.
Well, I went in first though.
I will stop and I'll say I will lead if you'd like.
Sure. Because a weird voice said something about 3 saving throws, and I'm like, this seems awkward.
Not saving throw survival checks.
Survival checks.
I'll give you guidance.
Thank you.
1. That's yours.
32.
Okay.
And on guidance for that one, and that is 29.
Okay, so 1, 32, 29.
He stepped on
Glorious.
something.
You cockily kind of like take the lead, a little bit sure of yourself
What the heck?
That's actually your dice, I think.
as you attempt to go through the maze. And come to 3 dead ends before you realize the way to go.
Oh, it's this way.
As you continue on pretty easily for a while, 29 was the last one, or 27?
27, I believe.
Okay. You, as you venture more forward, you come across one dead end, but you eventually make your way to what you estimate to be the center of the maze. And you look out before you and you see that the path suddenly turns rocky. And then there is a deep pit downward that you cannot see inside of without approaching.
Well then, shall you climb?
You want me to climb down there?
Are you going to approach the pit?
Oh no. I'm sorry, you're right. You should be leading. Feel free.
I'll go to the pit and see if I can.
By the way, you have a flaming sword. You have armor. I
didn't
am
move the guys
wearing.
down there too, but
I am only wearing
she's changing the map.
a loose shirt.
What?
You have armor. You have a flaming sword. I am only wearing a loose shirt and a rapier. That is it.
I don't want to go down a pit.
Reminds you too much of home.
Wait a minute. Don't I have a torch somewhere?
Yes, we all have torches actually.
Do you approach the pit?
Yeah, I said I approach. Someone else.
Okay.
I need you to make a saving throw. How many hit points
So
do you
you
have?
approach the pit. This is the line
Okay.
of the pit. You are standing back. Cleric, where are you? Are you going to approach the pit with Teddy, or are you going to stay back?
That's probably a bad idea.
Nightfall?
I'm gonna go like just in between, like where right about there.
Okay. You approach the pit, and whether it's your torch or your flame time, you're able to see down below.
Oh, I forgot about that thing.
As the more experienced with the various monsters of D&D, would you just care to describe a Demogorgon for me?
You see, let me. I want to see a picture real quick so I can.
And those of you that don't know, Nightfall is also a DM, and you can catch me as a player in his streams on Sundays. Some Sundays.
All right, a Demogorgon. It's going to be an extremely large creature with brownish,
It is a huge
grayish,
fiend. This one is classified.
grayish fur, but with 2 heads and arms that end in 2 different tentacles, both heads snapping at each other until it smells the sweat that is already beating up on your brow, and now it knows it's about to have fresh flesh.
I'm not really that fresh.
As I kick your character in.
You're too far back for that.
That's
You're
right.
gonna-
As I poke
The
your
cleric
character
could.
Humans taste so much better than halflings.
The faces are very baboon-like.
And you see this creature down in the pit as it looks up to you, head cocked eerily to the side.
Bye! Nope, 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 nope. Nope.
What's wrong?
Nope. No, thing, big thing. Big,
So you-
big. Yeah, big thing. Big thing.
Stranger Things, Demogorgon.
Yeah, big, nope, yep, nope.
But most things
Nope.
are bigger than
Nope,
you.
nope. Yes.
How big can it be?
Do you go to look?
Come, let us. I need your flame.
You have to give me your torch. I'll do.
Well, let me see your sword.
No.
They come with
We'll
me.
take out a torch.
They come with
Here you go.
me.
No.
Give
Here, hand this to
you
him.
a torch.
Toss the torch in the thing.
Oh my gosh. It's just like,
Let's go. Let's go. I can't see now. I need your sword. Let's go. Come on. I'm just wondering how good of a toss that was in its head.
Go ahead and roll it.
What's
Let's do
that?
athletics check.
What?
Athletics.
for what are you doing?
He's throwing the torch into the pit.
19 plus the 19 regular.
What's your athletics? Tell me your athletics.
See, I don't know because I know I'm not proficient at athletics. Plus 1, so 20.
You throw it and it quickly disappears over the side of the cliff. There is a dull thud.
Come, let's see what's inside there. As I'm nudging my halfling friend.
I know what's in there.
What
I
are you
saw it.
doing? What are you doing?
What is it?
instead?
It's. Do I know what it is? Like, do I know what it is?
Roll a history check. You don't even look at your dice before you find your monster.
I'm not 14.
You are not familiar with this creature.
No, I don't know what it is. Go look.
What are you doing?
I'll look at it.
I don't really
Do I know what it is?
You go ahead and roll a
completely
history
upfront.
check.
I mean, I know it's something that I'm not happy about. 8 plus 14. Is that 22?
22? You can tell that this is definitely some kind of fiend or demon or something not
So
that
clearly as a
shouldn't
cleric,
be
I'm
here.
like not having it.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna
And you wanted me
And
to
it's
climb down
watching you.
Absolutely. I still do.
It's studying your movements as you stare at it intently.
What is it?
it's a bad thing.
Let's leave. What else is around? Like cave, water, or whatever.
In this specific section, it like at the center of the maze, it is just this pit.
How close does he get when he looks around?
I'm back.
This thing is at the bottom of the pit, which is
How big
about
is it? Yeah.
it's about 60 feet down.
Oh, you can do that.
Ooh. I know it's your rope, something.
Hey, here's 50 feet.
No, 60.
You got 50 feet, now you have 100
No,
feet.
I'm not gonna tie knots.
I am.
No, it's okay. So it's just like sitting there looking at her.
Quite cowardly for a level 20 rogue.
I'm a halfling.
Imagine what riches are down there.
I don't give a crap about riches. I'm
No,
just
but I do.
Exactly, it has to have.
No, but I don't see him.
Okay,
so
but
I didn't see him.
player wise, are we gonna like fight this thing or
You definitely
whatever.
saw something underneath it.
Well, that's not fair. You didn't say that the first time.
Because
Well,
I'm
you're too
guessing it's
scared.
going to take a while to
Right.
fight it. Just saying. It's
You
11.
can leave it be, or you can choose to fight it. We could potentially get to that another point.
I say, let's give it the halfling. And then let's go after it.
What? You're gonna give it. Wait. What?
Oh, it's nothing, friend. Come here. It's nothing.
No. Stay the hell away from me.
I will use my martial arts to try to disarm the halfling, and, well, I do have martial arts, actually. I am 1 level of monk.
Go ahead.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. I am a good character, so. Well, come now. We must slay this fiend before it creates more victims.
Go for it.
Come with.
I'll fight with you.
All right, let's go.
You start.
Alright, I'm going to sacred flame it.
All right. You approach this beast, preparing to take it down and get rid of whatever this woman was trying
Bye.
to do.
As the halfling jumps in.
Apparently.
Whatever this woman was trying to do, why she had this beast, you don't know, but you do understand that you have to get rid of it. You approach preparing sacred flame, and that is where we will call tonight's session.
As my foot's right behind the halfling.
Yeah,
It's a
Well,
bit
24
late.
on
Behind
there for
you.
a freaking cantrip. I mean, that's not
Remember that?
bad.
She rolled a 24. But you don't roll it. It's Sacred Flame, they roll the saving throw.
It's a bit late for a Demogorgon versus 3 level 20
That's what I was
fight.
gonna say.
So-
So, like, it's a bit.
We will not continue this at this point, but if you guys really liked it, let us
Oh, yes.
know. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
That was
continue along this little adventure.
Okay. The next character I'm going to make is going to be a paladin, okay? And he's
You
going
will
to be...
still find a way to make it a jerk.
Okay, then...
It'll be some sort of chaotic good thing, and it'll still be a jerk.
Okay, maybe I'll make a cleric of the peace domain. How about that?
And then you'll hurt us somehow.
Yeah. You'll have fallen from grace and
Right.
just.
And back to something we haven't done in a hot minute. Your favorite parts, least favorite parts,
Oh.
and anything you want to see maybe included in Wicked Ways as you guys continue forward. We'll
Level
start
20.
with we'll start with Heidi.
What did I like? I
Favorite
like
thing,
pretty much
least favorite
everything,
thing.
but I really enjoyed like getting to play something level 20 for a change because
Yeah.
that's something new. The highest I've ever played is 10, so and I was pretty like excited about that. So.
My,
It's like it was all thinking. It wasn't even fighting. It was just thinking.
Yeah.
You know, that I didn't pull a sword until the very end. That was just to see.
I
'Cause I
mean,
can't see in the dark.
yeah, and it's nice to be able to just, yeah, think on stuff. And I thought about pulling out the Zone of Truth and everything earlier, but I'm like, yeah, but then that takes a lot of the fun out of it too if you already hit with people and they can't lie.
I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned about you being a cleric, but with what I've seen of your playstyle, I figured you wouldn't.
Yeah, I
That-
wanted to wait.
I really
Allow
thought, I
the
really thought
story
there was 2
to
people
exist.
involved because I'm not
yeah,
still.
no,
I mean,
that was very good. I thought that as well.
You know,
and
'cause-
I purposely did not pick a magic user because I knew which spells I would pick and be like, okay, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't
I
want to do
wanted
that.
to wait.
But also, you had to make sure that if you, by us doing all of our questionings, we were
Mhm.
putting them off guard, they might have had negatives on their saving throw. So,
Yeah, and I wanted to have enough information at hand to be able to ask decent questions
Oh, absolutely.
instead of just so.
I definitely enjoy the thinking. You know me, I'm a big fan of combat, but I'm also a big fan of RP and playing. I enjoyed the fact that it wasn't obvious, and there was, we did suss out the dwarf pretty good early because he had a bad roll in the very beginning, but it was a nice plethora of different characters, which is always good. It's always good to
Yeah, I
have.
kind of had the Druid pegged first.
Well, yeah, but
Early.
then I thought, and I mentioned on the break, it's like, well, that's the obvious one. So
Right.
it's obviously not them, but is it going to be obviously them because it's obviously not
Yeah,
them?
yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's.
How many lay?
I knew that you knew that I knew that you knew that I knew.
Exactly. I also do enjoy high level play. I really do, because you can do so much more, and we can get into better, more powerful magical items and stuff like that. And it's a shame because in my other game they're level 14 and they're about to go up to it goes all the way to 20. So, but it is a lot more difficult on the DM to do a high level campaign.
Absolutely.
And all the props were cool too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Props are definitely good.
I was excited for the props.
Yes, I definitely love the props.
Yeah.
And I love maps and minis actually too because we can actually do tactics and that's a big. I mean, D&D.
Having to get everyone in range of the zone of truth and everything.
Right.
Yeah, we need like one more camera so.
Well, yeah, D&D
Eventually, yes.
spawned from war games. It came from war games, but instead of doing armies,
Your figures
Gary
back.
Gygax wanted to do just individual people.
Mhm.
So it's nice to get back to that every now and then.
Yeah.
And it's cool to have the little extra like punishments type things.
Oh, yeah, I definitely
too,
enjoyed the
like
shots.
shots.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you again to everyone who donated.
So how do we end up with that?
We did more than 100 or something. Then we got 50, another.
We started off 75.
I
Thank
think
you.
it. Oh goodness gracious! Wait. We made 180. It looks
Wow.
Nice. Thanks everybody.
Wow.
That
I
makes
think
a very
I think
good
I
birthday
think Crystal
gift.
needs to owe us more shots.
So gosh dang it!
Bye.
Ah.
See, even the,
I guess I'm going to the pit.
even
Yeah,
chat
same,
wants,
the
even
camera wants to knock
even
you into
chat
the
wants
pit.
you to go in the
I
pit.
guess I'm in the pit.
I will come up with a
Apparently
nice.
How many hit
Shared.
points do you have? I only have 123.
I have more than that.
Yeah, I think I have
Yeah,
that.
see,
I think
I
that's
hit
about
it.
mine.
Yeah, but you
Apparently
have a
my
higher
chair
dexterity.
does not like Teddy's cam. But thank you again for all the donations. We are going to discuss what to get to Wizard Cat Dragon off stream, and you guys will be able to see it whenever he returns to us. So, and for the donations, you will see them through the credits, the follows, through the credits as well. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you had as much fun as we did. I definitely had a lot of fun
Oh, yeah.
laughing at kind of all the chaos of that comes along with level 20. Just the things that they want to pull out because they don't get to usually. And this is my first time DMing a level 20 or a high level, so that was fun. I don't remember what level you got to in the marked.
Oh, only like 13, I think.
Yeah.
12. 12.
I was thinking 12. I felt like it was an even number. But
Yeah, you wouldn't end it on a 13. It would bug you.
they bugged the crap out of me. I don't like
Don't
odd
even
numbers.
stop. You can curse on stream. It's okay.
It's a reflex, alright? I got toddlers. It's a reflex to censor myself. That's how you know you're.
Yeah, they pick up everything.
Baby
They pick up all the
shark,
stuff you
do, do,
don't
do.
Right.
want them to pick up.
That they do.
But listen to
Baby
you?
shark.
No, they don't hear that.
Rose learned the term fetch from Puppy Dog Pals, but it does not sound like fetch when she says it. It gave me a heart attack the first couple times she said it. I'm like, where the heck?
Crystal.
I think Crystal's passed
You
out.
got some explaining to do.
Probably. Drunkenly passed out in the beanbag in the other room. We'll check on her and see how she's doing. We'll roll the credits and do a raid to pass forward the love. Thank you one final time.
We will all jump on the beanbag at the same time.
Oh my god.
Send her flying.
It's not that kind of feedback.
Thank you again, and good night, everyone.
Night.
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 match against a Legion that was interesting.